Right. I had to wait for that anime intro to be done because that shit is pretty hype, and I wanted to watch it. All right, so I'm doing end-game cleanup stuff here. Oh, is Discord back up? Maybe Discord's back up. No, it's not. Okay. Yeah, mostly. So I feel like at this point, I could be wrong, but it really does feel like I have all of the like traversal upgrades. Like I can open all the doors, I can climb all the surfaces. So now I want to get all the upgrades and stuff. This is how to do it. So I am 98% explored on Bogano, which is frustrating because I have no idea where that 2% is. Also, there's 4 chests I haven't opened here. So I'm like, I'm debating with myself if I want to actually try to 100% things, because it's going to end up like this. There's going to be something on a level that I haven't found, just like one corner of one map, and then some chests that are just somewhere. I lost all the fucking time even with the map. Yeah, the map can be a little quirky, but it's better than nothing for sure. Did you get the Boggling Companion? I did, yeah. Hello, Benjamin. So yeah, I don't know how rigid I want to be. It would be little boys. Look at my little boys hopping. It would be nice to 100% everything, but it's not. So when it comes to like open world action games that kind of give you all the tools to 100% stuff if you want to, the Tomb Raider games have been phenomenal for that, because you can buy maps with in-game currency that basically point you to everything. You still have to figure out how to get there and to get it, but this game doesn't quite have something like that. It'd be nice if there were like some kind of stupid force upgrade you could get where you can just like, and it would just ping areas on the map where treasure chests are. Maybe just to like give you a circle or a range to go look into, because if it's just the whole level, man. So this, it shows the sections and the chests open or not in those sections. Oh, it does? Where does it do that? Because, I just see, like... So where does it show by section? Oh, it does! You're right, look at that. 2 out of 2, 1 out of 1 secrets. Okay. Okay. Never mind. We got something going now. Okay, so yeah, there's one chest I haven't found there. Checkmark explored, though. 80% explored. Hey! What do you know? That's exactly what I wanted. Thank you. Benjamin, thank you for the sub. Hold on, let me throw a song your way real quick. Okay, now that I'm armed with this information, yeah, cyan is really pretty. I went indigo, trying to match a little color palette with the rest of my my poncho, I guess. All right, let's see what we got here. So 1 out of 2 chests. Okay, interesting. So okay, so it could be there or there. It's kind of hard to tell exactly what's lighting up. Okay, no, it's not that hard, actually. I just gotta train my eyeballs. There's a specific shade of hollow blue. Is there a new game plus? I don't know. To be honest, I haven't beaten the game yet. I'm in what I consider one of them. It's like, typically when I play games like this, a Metroidvania, I'll try to just straight shot my way through. Because that way I can kind of explore the game. I like the idea that you can I don't know if I'll be able to do this. There we go. Okay. Oh shit. Why are there stormtroopers here?
Does not look good.
I like the idea that in games like this, typically exploration is how they let you control the difficulty curve. So if you're having a hard time, you can go back to other areas and oh wait, did I open the one down there? The one you have to slice? I'm sure that I did. Because I was like, I can slice now, I can go back there and do it. I had to have done it. Didn't I do it? Maybe that's the chest. Oh, there's a bounty hunter down there. Okay. Okay. I appreciate that, Benjamin. It wasn't super clean though. Well, does he have a murder bot down there too? Okay, so I didn't open that chest. Jesus. What's wrong with the old noodle? Those boys show up. Yeah. I really like the way they do, I really like the way they do the bounty hunter thing. The what did they call it? I can't remember the name of the bounty hunter group. What are they called? Is it under characters? Sorry, this might actually be spoiling stuff. Tabbing through the data bank like this. I intended to not ruin too much stuff, but I'm trying to remember. Ogdo Brood, something like that. Haxian Brood. Yes, thank you. Be careful down there. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. I'm not gonna lie. Most encounters with bounty hunters, they kill me, and then I just come back and they're gone. So we'll see if this is any different. I have way more stims now than I used to.
Here I go! Winged it! Just hit him!
Cool.
Hiding behind you, Saber.
I mean, yeah.
Stim! Oh, that's it!
I didn't know you could reflect those. That doesn't make sense.
You'll need to try harder. Here I go!
Woo! Oh, I can even scan it? Cool. Look at this. Look at all these things I'm getting. So, Vexrip, thank you for the sub. Haxian Brood, yeah, there it is. I went droid parts and jetpacks. Oh, that's new. That's fresh. Okay. I guess the person's supposed to have like a grappling hook that's freaking out a little bit there. Whatever.
Another locked door for you. Hey, BD, in here.
Maybe I'll get a
What'd
new,
you find?
really change my look. Ooh, pink! That's intense. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. I don't know that I have... Well, actually, you know what? That already matches. Didn't even have to try that hard. And then I guess I'll go with the darker sleeves to match... match Bidu. Alright. Looking good. Looking great. Now the best poncho. Yeah, no kidding. I think somebody was talking about the, somebody's talking about the, pink poncho in an earlier stream. I unfortunately didn't have it unlocked at the time. Was it confusing? It's because the beams are red, but there is no unblockable noise or flash. That's right. But there are unblockable shots that look a lot like that, I think. That are like the bigger beam. So, yeah. Ooh, Slim Dog Hinkleberg. Thank you for the sub. You know what? That means a song for you, too. Hold on. You want the parry posture mechanic to be in Elden Ring? That would be cool. I mean, there's so much we don't know about Elden Ring right now that it could basically have anything, and I'd be okay with it. I mean, I'm kind of on a I'm gonna play anything FromSoft puts out, regardless kind of situation. Which reminds me, I bought De Racine but haven't. Okay, I was just making sure everything was good. I bought De Racine but haven't. If that's even how you pronounce it, I don't know. Their PSVR titles are. You're gonna get a little dingle there. I plug in my phone to charge it. I forgot to do that last night. Oops. Well, whatever.
Thanks, buddy.
I've done that now. So let's see here. The workshop has a chest in it that I haven't gotten. Okay. So it's that area and then this area. Okay. Okay. It's gonna be, I feel like it's gonna be a little bit interesting to try to figure out exactly where the boundaries are of the areas I need to explore, but... I'm gonna go to the Game Awards in person? I hope so, yeah. I RSVP'd, so I should be good. There isn't gonna be DLC. I don't know. Have they said either way? I know that they haven't talked about it because they probably didn't want people flipping out, giving all YouTube journalists all the fodder they need to say that EA's evil. Okay, 3 out of 4 chests. Okay, well, I'll just poke around and see if anything pops out at me. Pre-order skin DLC? Oh. Can you buy it separately?
That might be hard to blast. I don't know why they make us wear these things. I want the Jedi to see my face when I kill them. Protection is helpful. Keeps us alive. I'm fine with that.
Man, the stormtroopers in Fallen Order are delightful. Oh, this is still considered abandoned workshop up here? Okay, well, I'll go up there and check it out then. Plus kill those dudes. I think, like, everyone keeps thinking about, From Software in terms of their Souls games, which is fine, I guess. But they've done so much that is not anywhere close to any of that. That was weird. Sometimes I think it's kind of weird when people keep pegging them as like a action RPG developer when they can do a whole lot more. And have done a whole lot more. So everyone keeps thinking of their games in terms of like, how is it? Ah, stop it.
Am I even close to hitting him?
How is it going to be like? Whatever. How's it going to be like Souls game? How's it going to be like Sekiro? It can be different. It can be just something else completely. Jeez, a little sloppy, but whatever. Got there eventually. Like Platinum? Yeah, Platinum has a rep at this point for just doing character action games. Bayonetta. Stuff like that. And they're really good at it. They keep getting that work, but yeah, Platinum can go anywhere. Speaking of, I hope we can see more Bayonetta 3. Male Mars Jr., thanks for the Prime sub. Just skins for BD. Oh, you're talking about... Oh, the DLC? Gold parts for your lightsaber, so it's nothing that special. Yeah, it'd be cool if they, if we get the ability to, I mean, they can add new planets. It's pretty extensible, it seems like, that way. I think, yeah, I have to go somewhere else to get up there. Up top, as I recall. Yeah, I can run around here. I'm pretty sure I went up here already, but I'll go up here again. Because there was another secret up here that I got. But maybe there's something I missed. I have a feeling it's probably down in the workshop itself. Oh, I must protect him. Yeah. Yeah, the wait, what? Fallen Order's vision of stormtroopers is so delightful. 'Cause they're all such goobers. Like they're so sad and like, oh Christ. Right, there's 3 of these fuckers up here. I already got this chest. God, this fight was not great. Not good. Also, cutting out their tongues doesn't really do a whole lot. I finally figured out how to do that. And I was underwhelmed with the results. Fuck! There's the chest. God damn it. God damn it. I gotta do this again. I have to do it again. Fuck. Yeah, fall down, please. You could fall down too. That'd be cool. Okay, well. They will attack through each other, which is real cool. Let me tell you. Okay, well, this isn't so bad.
Need an assist.
Like, it doesn't really do that much damage. I guess all it does is prevent them from doing their stupid tongue lasso thing again. But that's not that hard to dodge, so... Alright. I think the attack when you separate your blades does way more damage than we start with a double-bladed saber. Yeah, it does. It's kind of weird. Because the double-bladed saber, it does seem to do a lot more damage. Also, what's up, Resonator? It's interesting that the form that, like, doesn't typically do a lot of damage to a single target has the double lightsaber that does.
Come on out, buddy.
Ugh. So I guess that's kind of the idea. Okay, well, got it. Great Divide has a chest I haven't found, which is also down there. Okay. It's there. It's there. It's there. Okay. I guess they try to... It's a way to incentivize you to keep switching lightsaber forms, I can see. Maybe that's how they're thinking about it. If you want to really maximize your damage, you have to flip to double-sided to be able to do the dual lightsaber thing. There is that lightsaber ability where you do a special attack by switching forms, which I haven't unlocked yet. Like Neo? A little bit. Yeah, maybe there's shades of that there. It's nowhere quite as like intense as Neo's battle system. Thought I heard lightsaber fire. Neo's combo system is nuts. The way that they work gaining stamina back into switching weapons and switching styles and blocking with timing and everything like that. They basically made it like a fighting game. Ow. Whatever.
Stim BD?
I got a million stims, who cares?
Count on you.
Double-bladed saber is less good in one-on-one, but A+ when you're getting shot at multiple times can reflect other blaster bolts. Well, yeah. I don't know, the reflection window on the double-bladed saber is kind of weird, because I feel like you only reflect all the bolts for a little bit, and it's not... I don't know, sometimes it's like you reflect them all and you kill everybody and it feels really cool. Other times, Cal will reflect like the first one and then be done. Oh. Well, I'm getting really lucky finding all this stuff. Found lightsaber throw very useful. I could see that. I haven't unlocked that one yet.
Get in there, buddy. There was something in there.
Ooh. Corundum. So there's one more chest on this entire area. And then that one place I haven't explored fully. Yeah. Okay. Binog Mesa. I haven't explored. Did I not? Oh, seems like I've gone in that hole. Alright, well, whatever. How do I get over there? Ugh. There to there. Okay. Alright. Hello, Weird Lust. Day's been pretty good. I mean, I haven't done much today, if I'm being honest, which I guess means it's been a pretty good day. Ate breakfast tacos with Stephanie. She's gonna go get her nails did. So here I am playing Star Wars. Having a wonderful time. Well, I'm not quite there yet, so it's kind of heading to the right. Alright. Saturday afternoon bonus stream. Yeah, Bill Packs. I mean, yeah, I was just saying weekend just started, so... I guess technically it was last night. That was really nice. Stephanie found a Christmas-themed pop-up bar. So we had a lot of wonderful holiday-themed drinks. And they, like, decorated the place, so they had lights all over the place. You guys work on weekends at Funhouse. It's a goal not to, but sometimes there are Rooster Teeth events that sort of mean that we're working on a weekend. Stuff like RTX. Anytime we would do a live show, it was typically off hours or on a weekend or something. There aren't a lot of times that we like go into the office, but then there's like Games Done Slow. There's E3. There are a lot of times where theoretically those things are fun, but there are times where, like, you know, we'll be earning Rooster Teeth money on the weekend. So it happens. Alright, I have to find the area of Binog Mesa I haven't explored. Ow! Jesus. Alright, a little bit of overkill. That's fine. That's the thing I already scanned. You guys get overtime. Hell no. We're salaried employees. The rationale is, I guess, supposed to be that if you put in the work and you hit your goals for the year, that you'll then get a proportion of your annual salary paid out as a bonus. But it's never that much, and if it's paid as a bonus, it's taxed like crazy. So you don't really... it doesn't work out to being remotely, like, monetarily worth anything. Oh yeah, wait, no, I did go down there. With another... Maybe I should go explore more. Is there no profit sharing for the ad rev you guys generate? No. The only version of that is, like I said, there is a bonus structure in place where if you deliver against certain goals, and it's all prorated, so it's like 20% of the amount is this, and 20% is that, and 10% is this, and if you hit all of these goals, most of which honestly are just completely unattainable by design, like that's just how that's what working for a company is. Then you will get a like, I don't know, 5% of your annual salary as a bonus. But that's also based on your annual salary, and then here's the trick. Often they will put bonuses in front of you to prevent, or to say like, oh, you don't need a raise, we're giving you this giant bonus. But the bonus is based on your salary. So it's like, it's a way of kind of keeping everything sort of down. It's business. That's just what it is. Okay, so not here though. Huh. There's an area of the Binog Mesa I have yet to explore. Huh, it really is just up there, so, okay, I'll go back up and look around. Pink, you know it. Trappy, you know it. You should just work for yourselves, you and the team are a self-sufficient brand, pretty much. I don't want to make it sound like we're being taken advantage of or anything like that. There are benefits to working for a company that I'm not talking about. Because as much as sometimes just having a job means you work on the weekends, and it means that there's just business practices that happen, there's positives to it too. The fact that you can, you know, take time off and not worry about your next paycheck. That's something. It's kind of on you, I think, to determine... what I've learned is that every company, if they are allowed to, will, you know, they'll take as much work from you as you're willing to give. So it's kind of on an individual to decide where the boundaries are and say no when something starts asking a little too much. It does become, and I know this phrase can cause some eye rolls, but there is an aspect of emotional labor there, of having people constantly ask you stuff, and you have to always sort of consistently evaluate whether or not you're okay with something, and then to also get a little bit of haughtiness if you ever try to say no to something. That's not meaningless. That exists, certainly. So, you know, yeah, positives and negatives to everything. Andrew, that's a pretty good way of saying it. Yeah. The goal, I guess to cycle back to the original thing, the goal is to, you know, promote healthy work-life balance, which it's never really in the company's interest to do for you. That's something you kind of got to do on your own. That is just what working for a company is. I guess I haven't gotten on top of this thing yet. Can I? No? You're not going to let me? Left side of the ridge. Problem is I've already moved around a lot. Let me get up there. Maybe not. Fall right there. By the time you guys say things, I've already moved on. I do appreciate your intentions, though. You mean like here? Ain't nothing down there. At the top? Top of what? Got me looking around edges now. Other side? Oh, down there? Haha. Indeed. Oh, interesting. Huh. A lot of little critters down there. Okay. Gotta remember to look down. Jesus. Hello, boys. Man, Jedi are dicks. That wall's also scannable? Yeah, it seemed like it would be over there.
Okay, BD. What is it?
Ooh. Ooh. Well, whatever. Are there any Twitch channels yet? Like a team of streaming, pulling together resources and talent? Yeah! There are, like, collectives. I mean, Game Attack is basically that. Easy Allies, kind of funny. These are, like...
Alright. Let's...
live streaming focused. Ooh.
Look.
Would you mind not now if I sent you some questions for a case study I'm doing on Funhouse for Immediate class? You can send me that. I'm not sure I'll answer it. You would be shocked how many, I think, how many requests we get from students trying to do interviews and get information from us to, like, help out with their school projects. So you were by far not the only one asking. So you can send them, and if I happen to, cool. I did it. It's weird that I've explored everything and opened all the chests, but there's a scan I didn't get. So yeah, if I find a chunk of free time, I'll be happy to get in there. If you lived in the Star Wars universe and couldn't be a Force user, what job would you want? And I don't know. Flying around would be cool, but I feel like I'd probably get tired of that eventually. Because I feel like I can do the equivalent of that now. Like I could be a truck driver. It's funny how like jobs that exist suddenly become more romantic if you're doing them in space. So like flying around in a ship and delivering stuff, like I could be a FedEx delivery person. I could do that right now, and I could explore the world while delivering packages. Cantina singer? Yeah. I'd be a dancer. Twi'lek dancer. But male. Wait, are there male Twi'lek? There are, aren't there? Yeah, Fry from Futurama. That's a really good setup, though. It's like, I'm a delivery boy, and I hate it. But if you're a future delivery boy, then everything's different. Ugh, those loading chunks, what's going on there? You need to do a space version of Euro Truck Simulator? Isn't that just EVE Online? Which reminds me, I'm trying to figure out, I bought Elite Dangerous in 2015, and I'm trying to figure out how I can download it and play it again. Because they changed their entire system over. It's on, like, Steam now. I don't have any, like... I don't have a key. I just bought it, and I guess my login info let me play it back then, but... Ooh, we got conversations.
You talk almost as much as our small captain.
He's right there.
Do you mind? I'm taking me time.
Alright. I got a new lightsaber material. Let's check it out. You see the Jesus game? Yeah, that doesn't look like gameplay. This seems like a... It seems like a kind of... Ooh, pink. Perfect. It seems like a kind of a elaborate troll, maybe? I mean, God bless them if they get it done, but... I need maximum pink. That's pretty good. Perfect. Damn, can't change that hilt, huh? That one part of it. Usually just watch old Funhouse videos, so do you still work at Funhouse? Technically, yeah, but I haven't been doing a whole lot with Funhouse lately. Need to put on the big wings to make it as pink as possible. Yeah! Now we're being a pink Jedi. Yes! How's the stream? Pretty good so far. I cleared out Bogano thanks to the tips. The tips from chat.
Hey, Grace.
You calling me?
You sure these ones are safe? You're getting pretty big.
Got those
Yeah, well,
Orange
my mom's
achievements.
trimming them every day. But yeah, they're fine, long as I don't forget to cut them.
That's reassuring.
There's an NES game called Jesus? Really? Just Jesus? I know that there's like Holy Diver, and there's, what is it, Bible Adventures? Jesus, a video game. Interesting, hold on. Let me click on this. Yeah, you guys get to see my taskbar. Wow, look at that. Huh. Graphic adventure game. Part of the Famicom under Jesus. Kyofu no Biomonster. Jesus, Dreadful Biomonster. In 1991, a sequel, Jesus 2, was released on the PC 8801, 9801, and Sharp X60. Man. Oh. Refers to a space station called Jesus, named after the central Christian figure, Jesus. Ship is shaped like a double-edged sword a la Book of Revelation. Its inhabitants go on to fight a mysterious demonic alien from Halley's Comet. Cool. I love the complete indifference that Japanese cultures have towards Christianity, whereas like in any Western culture it's a little more touchy. They'll just pluck anything, man. They don't give a shit. Was that Dante Inferno game good? Yes, it was. Made by Visceral Games. So real solid. Let's see here. Yeah, Nur is the next planet I have to go to. And I feel like that's where the end of the game is, so I'm gonna hold off on that for a bit. I'm just gonna go around all the other planets, chat about Star Wars with people.
I was discovered by a seeker when I was.
I'll probably beat it off stream. I don't want to stream the end of the game.
Oh yeah, Seekers. They're one of a kind.
Christianity to Japan is what Greek mythology is to Americans.
No idea what a seeker is.
Gavoni, that is an incredibly accurate observation. Ah.
Yes.
Nur is a derpy ass planet name. Yeah. Nur.
Like the ones on that holocron. I was.
Oh, whoa! You know what this?
What do you miss most about 90s computer gaming? I miss.
It means I'm a seeker too.
I miss there being a platform that was like one or two generations ahead. It was kind of cool to be able to see the future of gaming, whether it was like CD-based FMV or 3D graphics. A lot of these things hit PC so much earlier, and it was really exciting to see that stuff because there was no template. When you make games for a mass market for like consoles and stuff, holy crap, that looks really cool. It becomes very easy to sort of develop game templates, but every PC game had some crazy-ass tech that wasn't around yet, and each one had its own control scheme and its own like design principles. Each game was like just so fantastically unique, and that's a good thing for me, not a good thing for most people. Most people want to sit down with a game and kind of have an idea of how to play it and what it's going to offer right away. I have missed a chest over here. You missed the Easter egg? Huh? What's the Easter egg? What do you think about the new Half-Life? I'm excited to play it. I don't think that this is like Valve coming home. I hope it is. That'd be nice. But I guess I don't have... I don't know. I hate being so cynical about Valve, but I really do feel like they're just kind of like Riot. It's like, you're not going to make another game because you don't need to. And you can do all this press talking about how you're going to make all these games, and like, I know that Riot's been trying to chat up their announcements to the Game Awards, they're opening a publishing wing and all this stuff. I mean, I guess I believe that Riot can publish games, but it's hard for me to believe that they're going to go back to making games. I don't think that they were solely responsible for Half-Life Alyx either. I think they probably saw another developer make some tools or make some, like, Boneworks or whatever. And managed to, like, cram enough Half-Lifeiness into it with their employees to make it a Half-Life game, but... Playing this makes me really wish 1313 happened. So, yeah, it's interesting, Willie, because shouldn't this game erase your desire for 1313? Because it's probably better than that game was going to be. At least that's how it feels to me. Games don't get canceled for no reason. Games get canceled because they're not good, or they won't sell. Or, I don't know, a variety of reasons. But nobody cancels a game because it looks like it's going to be good and sell a lot of units. So, there was something wrong with 1313. Valve's last game attempts have been shit too, like Artifact. No one asked for that and it was Catastrophe. Yeah, I mean... Valve hasn't been making what the market's been wanting for a long time because they got immune to it. Like, they don't need to. And that's fine. They can just dick around with stuff, but like... Dicking around led to a lot of things no one really asked for. Like this old girl. I got this because it was $5, and they're finally done with it. Like, they finally acknowledge that they're not going to make them anymore. And apparently you can, like, mod it so it's a good Groove Coaster controller. So I need to get in on that action. I'm trying to get up there. I don't even know if that's where to go, but doesn't look like it. Yeah, Steam. Remember Steam machines? Remember Steam OS? Remember that? It was a bunch of stuff that truly seemed to come from Valve being like, we just want to further own the marketplace. So we're gonna make this thing that, if it works, is gonna give us more of a foothold and ensure that we just keep getting passive revenue for owning the spot. But no one's asking for it, and it doesn't solve any problems, and it's not giving people something new or interesting. I feel like Stadia is a lot of the same. It's like, oh, you're doing all of this because you, as Google, decided that it's good for you to get in this space, but are you really offering people a product that they wanted or asked for? Climbable wall before you enter the temple? Oh. So like, oh, you mean over here? All the way over here? Oh, are you talking about the Easter egg? What do you mean, rad? 1313 wasn't a Jedi game, right? It was a bounty hunter type game. Different vibe. I mean, yeah. So they're guns instead of lightsabers. So I don't know. I feel like, chest is at the top of the wall. Green marker on the map. What are you guys talking about? You mean that? That's in a different area, though. Or is it? No, it's not. You're right. You're absolutely right. My bad. Since this kind of connected and separated these two areas, yeah, it does light up. You're absolutely right. I was in the wrong area. Thank you. Just make 1313, but with Battlefront assets and engine? You mean Frostbite? Because, yeah, no developers have talked about what a pain developing for Frostbite is. It's... Man, I get it. It's like, it's fun to theory craft and stuff, but games are not just like, do this and that, and then you have a game. It's so much more complicated than that. Oh, Starkiller Base. Ilum is Starkiller Base? That's kind of cool. Yeah, this game is on Unreal. Imagine it on Frostbite. Holy crap. Yeah, okay. God. Stormtrooper banter is the best. Thank you, Jerry. Yeah, I'm trying to be my most fashionable, most millennial Jedi. Like Google was saying they're going to get negative latency on Stadia, but I feel like that'll be just as bad as the horrid latency there already is. I don't think it'll be bad. I think you'd be surprised how much of multiplayer games is already about just hiding the latency that's already there. And if you don't perceive it, then technically it's working. The only times you do perceive it are when there are like magic bullets in COD, or replays that don't match what you saw on your screen. But if it's a single-player game, you'd never see the replay. There'd just be a moment of funkiness and it would come and go. And I think people would be pretty, able to mentally write that stuff over. And their brains. Ooh. Compañero. Not as good as pink. Alright, there's a secret. Ooh. Jedi Temple is only 80% explored. And then there's a secret in the Crystal Caves. I actually think I remember which one that is. And yeah, there's plenty of doors and stuff I haven't interacted with, so. Starkiller is only canon in so much as his actor does a lot of VO for Rebels and Clone Wars. Oh, the character Starkiller? Yeah, I didn't know if, okay, so Force Unleashed has been wiped from canon. Can I just bomb on down there? Let's find out. No, you can't. Okay, there's a kill plane. Checking in to say greetings. Currently playing through this game, so I won't stick around for long. Alright, Depressed Adam Sandler, thanks for dropping in. If it helps, I am not going to be doing a whole lot of story content this stream. I'm basically just going around the levels and picking up stuff that I didn't get before. So, but I can see how that might still be spoilers of a sort. So, if you don't want to see that, I understand. I probably wouldn't want to see it either. Fucking stormtroopers, man.
Oh no! Oh no, no, no! You're too quick!
Poor guy. I didn't watch Being Human, the TV show. Can't say that I have. Planning on putting more VODs of this game on YouTube. Yes! I've just been uploading all of my streams onto YouTube. Oh boy. Hi. In the order that I've done them, really, so... So, I'm actually almost caught up. Which is shocking, to be frank. I've been behind. Can I hit them through the... Oh, don't let me do this. Okay. That doesn't do anything to him. Ow.
Hey, bud. Stim.
You have survived. Slipped up. Push it.
And once you get a certain amount of force powers... Oh! Cool! Once you get a certain amount of force powers, it does kind of, just trivialize some fights. Okay, that's the one I absolutely cannot reflect.
Ah, this will be easy.
He was just doing his job and you killed him. He accepted the risks, alright? He knew what he was getting into. You go after a space wizard with a laser sword. Listen, some things may not work out. I don't know what's going on up there. What is that? Is that a percentage of thing I need to explore, perhaps? What is your current relationship with Funhouse? Are you staying or are you thinking about doing your own thing? I mean, I'm always thinking about that to some degree, so there's not really... It's kind of an interesting question to try to ask. I'm still involved. It's just... One person can only do so much, you know? Oh, right. Hold on, I never went in this. I wouldn't recommend the show. Oh. Can't go in there? Alright, fine. Maybe I should try to go up here? Oh wait, no, that's how you come... That's how you enter this area. I'll just keep moving through. If I can find the area that I haven't been, that's fine, but... Mostly I'm just trying to get all the chests. I don't know that I need to put my feet everywhere. My only complaint about this game is reading the map, not a fan of the Metroid style? Well, what kind of map would you prefer? I think a 3D map like that is really the only thing you can do. I'm glad that they don't let you like put a ping on the map and then follow a glowing trail somewhere. I kind of like that you have to navigate, look at what's connected to what, and try and figure it out. One that I can put a waypoint? Oh, okay, yeah. I don't mind that. I guess some people are just not very good or have trouble navigating virtual environments. I've definitely seen that. Some people just can't sort of mentally track where they are in 3D space or translate a direction on a map to a direction in games. But I kind of appreciate games that don't do everything for you. Tell you where to go, tell you what to do, tell you what to hit. Give you a big old safety net if you do the wrong thing. Put a big old glowing spire on top of everything you have to interact with. Still struggling to find chests on Zepho? Yeah. Lone Arsenal. The last time I tried to do something like this was Mario Mario Odyssey. And there's still just 3 purple coins. Have never been able to find a new Donk City. And I remember spending hours running around that level, looking everywhere, and I still couldn't find it. So I haven't gone back to Odyssey after that. Wish there was a mini-map. Yeah, I guess I can see that. I don't know. The map pops up and down so quickly that I don't need a mini-map, but I can see why that persistence might help people find their way through. Gets tiring pulling out the map every 30 seconds? Yeah, that... I can see that too. It's funny because a lot of games have tried doing a lot of different things to help navigation. Like, Batman has detective vision, which then just leads to some players leaving detective vision on all the time. And then they're just staring at like a glowing version of the game instead of the one that you made. So, and then other games have the same thing, but it's like a pulse instead of a... Okay, so... Yeah, I do remember the secret's down here, and I try to jump to it a lot. Did I get it? No, there it is, yep. So I'm gonna see if Dead Space GPS lines... Yeah, that worked for Dead Space, I think, because the...
Remember the wonder of these caves. How I couldn't wait to complete the
Jesus.
training and become a Jedi Knight. That's all gone now.
Ow. Damn it.
After him!
That was pretty cool.
Strike restrained. You will regret that. Sudden movement unforeseen.
Shit, I keep forgetting about that hit.
Resisting. Unwise.
Whatever. You have to keep going, it loops around. There's a scannable next to the pool where you exit the Imperial Tunnel. There's a last second slow-mo dodge you can unlock. I unlocked it, but it never ever triggers. I don't know why. Maybe I just never have the timing right. Maybe I didn't unlock it. I thought I did. Maybe I didn't. Backtracking a bit, why didn't you just look up a guide? Because I didn't want to... I wanted to do it all myself. I wanted to earn it. Gamer style. Can't use the direction. Oh, so you just... It's just that. You just have to hit neutral B. Or neutral dodge. That would make sense. I'm pretty much always holding a direction. Yeah.
Be mindful of your emotions, young one.
Rub Sword has got it.
But Master, this is easy.
Real gamers never use guides. Oh. Man, there's a lot of stuff I didn't get. Whoop. There we go. All the way up. So might as well take a rest, a little sleep. I can't tell if lightsaber's pink or just purple. It's magenta, so kind of both. I got it to match my poncho. Cool. The bottom of the climbable wall ahead, there was another one? I mean this one? Ooh. I guess I didn't really go here. No, and certainly, let me get here before anyone else does. Oh, nice. I actually do consider getting tips directly from another human to be different than reading a guide.
Dropped this during your test. She was so scared of failing. Brings back some memories.
I don't know. I feel like there's something more communal and something more cultured, more refined about people just telling each other about tips and stuff with a game as opposed to just reading it all in a format designed for that. It's different to hit up a friend or whatever than to search out a guide. Yeah, Tits Malloy, great name by the way. But then what's the difference between hitting up a friend who themselves is reading a guide? You know, if they're just being a information broker, I don't know that it's necessarily all that functionally different. Okay, well I got everything. I just haven't 100% explored the Jedi Temple, so there's got to be something there. Maybe I'll go back there and see if I can hundo%.
That's the way we came.
I do find it interesting that there's not any kind of fast travel. Like if you wanna get out of a stage, you just gotta go back. Your ass has got to go back. If you don't talk to people, Death Stranding will happen. That's true. So really, if you think about it, by playing video games, I'm preventing the Death Stranding. Human interaction is good. You can always Google something, but talking to a person about it is nice. I think so too. I think it's interesting because a lot of people point to like Demon Souls and the way that it sort of intentionally made it so you needed to rely on the communal fact-finding of the internet to reasonably complete the game. That was an interesting hybrid of the two sorts of methods that I'm talking about, because I feel like in one way you are talking to people and it's not just looking up a guide, but there was an awful lot of that too. Shared suffering is a powerful thing. There's an underwater cave with another echo. It's not this one, is it? To the right in this section? You said right when I was traveling, so I'm gonna assume you mean this way. Although, I might have gotten it already. I think I remember getting an echo down here. Wait. Oh, you can't look at the map here. Because BD, that was it? Oh, what did I miss? How do you like the game? I like it a lot. But I like these kinds of games in general. I like open world action games. Action RPGs, I guess. Zelda types, Metroidvanias. And certainly the, like the Star Wars, it being Star Wars adjacent really helps, but I think it's just a really well-made open world action game too. I think the level design is good. It's a little linear, maybe for my taste, but it's still super well made. It's pretty similar to Sekiro actually, in that it's a lot of like linear paths that crisscross and intersect with each other. So there are aspects. Oh, I didn't get this. Yeah, you're right. Thank you.
Each path is different.
God, that's a lot of experience.
Be mindful of your anger.
Ugh.
Oh, excuse me. What would you like to see for a sequel? I don't know. It's yeah, maybe not focused on a Jedi. Same kind of game, like different planets. I really appreciate that this game did not go to a lot of the movie planets. There's no Tatooine, there's no Jakku. Thank God for that. But Cal reacted to your sneeze? He did. That's what being force sensitive is all about. Okay, that was the area I guess I hadn't been to. Cool. Another planet complete. Is that a dig at the Mandalorian? A little bit, Bill. I gotta admit. I mean, let's not spoil it for anything, but there was a pretty big eye roll moment in episode 5. I will say though that I actually enjoyed episode 5 a lot more than 4, and I wasn't expecting that.
I knew it would end like this.
There were things that I didn't like about it, but I thought there were some elements that were more interesting and more fun to watch. Builder Burke, thanks for the resub. Thank you for sharing those emotes. These have been super boring about planets too. Yeah. Obi-Wan between episodes 3 and 4. I mean, isn't he just hanging out in a cave? He's like looking over Luke the entire time, right? I guess, yeah, you could argue, wait, wasn't that in Clone Wars though? Doesn't the show deal with no, it doesn't. Never mind. Yeah, I guess Obi-Wan was probably getting up to some stuff on and around Tatooine to keep Luke's whereabouts safe. He fights a Tusken Raider Jedi.
Hey, Marin.
What would the Empire ever want from this icy wasteland?
Ilum isn't a very welcoming planet, but
Obi-Wan is in
it's a
Rebels?
sacred place for Jedi. We find the crystals that power our lightsabers here.
Oh, okay.
So they are
Yeah, Obi-Wan and
on this
Maul's fight.
planet
That's
to
what I was thinking
desecrate
of.
Jedi culture?
It's hard to tell what the real goal is, but those crystals are powerful.
Want to see more from Marin in the game? Yeah, she comes in kind of
This
late.
place reminds me of Dothamir. Once sacred, now broken.
You got anything? No? A lot of the dialogue in this game is actually pretty good. I do enjoy kind of pumping all the characters for dialogue lines. It's kind of neat.
Smells good, Grease.
Episode 4 is a Western Japanese trope of a gunslinger helping a defenseless town. I mean, yeah.
When will you learn?
The entire show is tropes. It's, I mean, that's Star Wars in general, too.
Grandma had too many culinary
But it's about the,
But I guess
Oh, there you are. There's my little boy.
that was extra special.
It's all about how elegant they execute on the trope, and I don't think episode 4 was a super elegant execution of that trope.
My good spoon.
But episode 5 was a little bit better.
What is so special about this spoon? It looks ordinary.
Obi-Wan Disney Plus series is going to explore some of that. Cool.
Special. How is it that you Night Sisters cast spells, but can't see the magic in the little things?
Do you use that spoon for conjuring?
Conjuring? Cal, buddy, please tell me she's not going to use my spoon to raise the dead.
Is that where the boggling is? I think he moves around,
How are your plans
but
doing,
I
Grease?
guess...
Can you believe these?
Yes,
things
he's...
are
Oh, wait, no, are you still in there?
Ah,
Yeah, he's still in there.
Grow up
Okay.
so fast.
Hang on. When we first met, I didn't really take you as a caring about plants kind of guy.
Oh yeah? What did you think about me?
Mostly that you weren't thrilled to have me on board. I'm the captain of the ship.
Yeah, that's right. I still am. And you better make sure that witch lady knows it too.
Oh, she does. Just hard to take that smiling face of yours seriously.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big selling point for me in this game is that it handles lore pretty well. It's nice world building that has been lacking in Disney Star Wars. Yeah,
Glad you haven't.
I don't want to spoil anything, but I really like that they, in a couple of ways, have really planted the seeds for why the events of this game don't ricochet that forcefully in the episodes. And it actually really checks out. Oh, you hated Grease? What? Grease is great.
Quiet. You wake up my plants.
I love Grease. Grease is fantastic. Little belly. It's just so crotchety. He just wants to sit inside and eat. I don't know. I think all the characters actually are pretty well written, pretty well executed in this game. I do think you probably don't get a lot of that nuance if you don't read it or pay attention to a lot of their side dialogue, but where's that dash or that dodge thing? 'Cause I'm pretty sure I got it. Yeah, precision evade. Okay, it's just B. Yeah, I guess it tells you right there. Howling pull, that seems neat. The upgraded pulls and throw or pulls and pushes really do make a lot of fights so much easier. Oh my gosh. Throw, that seems neat. Jesus. Yeah, that'd be good for just crowds. Oh, yeah, what is... So if you hold X, okay, it moves you into another stance. Okay, so, yes, I think the intention is that you then make combos where you hold X to switch between forms, and then you can do the double bladed attacks. Deborah Wilson making career out of video games? What else has she been in? I found out last week they created his race for this game. That seems nice. Story for this game left me nodding my head in acceptance, which was definitely not what I was fully expecting from the story given the track record. Yeah! Slim Dog, that's a really good way of putting it. It's like... It satisfied expectations, which is something you're not used to with anything related to Star Wars recently. You know? Which, I don't mean that sound negative. Maybe I do. I don't know. There have been some... yeah, no, I know Mad TV. I was just curious. Somebody said about video games. I didn't know if she was in anything else. She did a great job in this. Story escape at the ending just left me confused. Oh, I haven't gotten to the ending yet. Who did awesome work? How many dildos did RT need to buy, or did Adam just bring them from home? I think we only had one set dildo. Alright, let's go to Kashyyyk.
Anyone else hear that weird noise earlier?
I didn't hear anything. But my meditation helps me focus out many distractions.
I don't know. It's not a normal sound the Mantis makes. Sounded like it came from inside, too.
Like a stowaway?
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, she was in New Colossus. That's right. And Outer Worlds. I haven't played Outer Worlds yet. I forgot she was in New Colossus. Yeah.
I have been missing some food lately. Weird smells. Oh, droid smell?
Yeah, don't...
Not that I'm aware.
Thank you, Shinzo, for... Or Shisno.
All right,
for being sensitive to spoilers.
If I find something...
There may be people in chat who don't want to see, or don't want to hear about it. New COD 2, apparently? Really?
We're about to drop out of hyperspace. Sit down.
Yeah, I haven't played Modern Warfare yet. I was getting weird flickering problems, which ended up to not be an issue with the game and more my capture setup. But God, always cool. I gotta get back to it. That hardened run I've been thinking about. Could be another season of Arizona Circle. Oh, Benjamin Iceman. Or sorry, Benjamin's Man. Okay, got there eventually. Thank you for the sub. Let me play a song for you. It's like it just got upskirted. At least mentioned a few weeks ago that not many people were watching Arizona Circle. That's a shame, but it kind of makes sense.
That was good, Grease. Very good.
What's up, Grease?
So, kid, heard you outran some fancy-looking Thai. Not a ship I'd want to run into outside the Mantis.
Worse, I carried an Inquisitor. The 9th sister.
9th? We already got a 2nd sister tailing us. Please don't tell me there's more of them.
Grease.
Let's hope we never find out.
I'm getting more
care that much? Oh, for subs? Yeah, I don't know. I have the luxury of doing that. Like, if I were getting 20 subs a minute, it may not be sustainable. But Depressed Adam Sandler, you mentioned, like, when am I going to go for my acting career? That'd be fun to try. I don't know, though. There's so many people that want that so badly.
Very good.
Is she mentioning food? So it'd be weird. Excuse me. God damn. I'm really burpy today. I think for the amount of people who are clamoring for that sort of thing, if I just go out there and I'm like, here's my reel, I guess I'll do, you want me to audition, I will. I don't know that that's going to work. You know, there's so many other people who are grasping at every straw. Like going to parties and networking and trying to get themselves out there and grooming their image. And I'm just like, not doing any of those things because there's other things I like doing, like playing video games and hanging out with the internet. So I feel like it's presumptuous of me to think that just because I've been in a few roles that people seem to like, that could then turn into a whole other career, especially when there are other people who have been studying it and practicing it for a long time. Oh, Black Flag, thanks for the sub. We're back in it. So that's kind of where my thoughts are on that. It'd be nice to, though. I don't know how that system works. Maybe I gotta find an agent or something. But then what if it's like a bad agent? Or I guess what I'm afraid of is dedicating a lot of time and effort to something like that, and then like just having, well, I guess, you know, you gotta shoot your shot. There's no reason to talk myself out of it before I try, but it's hard to find the time now, you know. I think I kind of value doing this stuff more than getting out there hustling, going to parties, taking photos of myself in like silhouette against the LA skyline, thanking everyone supporting my career and all that stuff. So I don't know if that matters. You could be a voice actor for video games. That'd be awesome. That would be awesome. But also, a lot of people are trying that. Every YouTuber, self-employed YouTuber, is also getting out there with their VO reel trying to land those gigs too. So everyone's after it, man. It's the same old thing. But we got a jam to play, so hold on. How embarrassing. It's fun us doing okay because subscriber count isn't growing, and when you're working for a company, you want numbers to go up. There are many ways that a YouTube channel can do okay.
She had like 3 or 4 servings already.
Probably outside trying to walk it off.
Making friends, Grease. Good for you.
Whoa. No one said we're friends. I'm playing it safe, keeping the space witch happy.
She's right there. Some of the dialogue's kind of weird. But can't remember what I was gonna say. Oh, yeah, I don't know. It's when it comes to like YouTube production.
Good, Grease. Very good.
Once you hit a certain rhythm and you get to the audience size that you're going to get with that rhythm, it becomes very hard to try to break out of it. Or to when it comes to like gaining subscribers,
Occupy.
you have to make a new kind of video that sort of like
Good, Grease.
gets you into trending and has like a title and thumbnail that's very clickable, and
I think Sear here is finally coming around to my cooking.
basically Mr.
That
Beast
makes one person.
figured out how to bust out.
Food always brings people together. Reminds me of my home, my family.
But it's very hard to do those kinds of videos when
Yeah.
you're grinding out,
Time ago.
you know, podcasts and gameplays and just trying to fill a production calendar.
Besides her, I never really had much of a family.
So it's
Now,
Thanks, kid.
it's tough when you put
what's on your mind, Marin?
yourself at like 90% capacity.
We fought hard, but in the end, the Empire...
There's not a lot of room overhead to try to do new
It
things.
wasn't all that bad, right, Cal? Didn't you get to hitch a sweet ride with one of the locals?
You hitched a ride?
Well,
Cal befriended the Shield Bird. He seems to have a knack for making unusual allies.
I cannot imagine a Dathamiran beast befriending someone.
Doom tonight?
maybe when this is all over, I can show you the origin tree and some of its friendlier residents.
I would like that.
Uh,
Shouldn't you be saving the galaxy? That is.
There's so many other
No.
games I want to play today, though.
It's still dangerous out there.
Yeah, be careful.
So your favorite games of the decade are? Man, I'd have to look at a list. Ah. God, what's going on? I'm allergic to force. There's a chest I don't have in this area, huh? Okay. Interesting. Well, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get that chest. Oh, there it is. Ooh, there's even a scannable. Where you going, bud? Oh, okay.
All you, BD.
Yeah, she is kind of like female Quan Chi, isn't she?
Yep, there you go.
What are you doing with your Oscar?
Let's take a look.
Ew. Oh, okay. Yeah, sometimes BD1's pathing gets a little weird. What am I doing with my Oscar? Guess I'm gonna use it to hold the door open? I don't know. Gotta get a Webby first. A Webby, then an Oscar. Depressed Adam Sandler, it's totally okay to find space goths attractive. She's brooding. Splee, thanks for the resub. Got a question, and I hope it's not out of place or anything. What was the biggest thing you guys look for at Funhouse when going through the internship applications? I think a lot of it is just existing work that is similar to what we do. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a big part of it. Having like a YouTube channel already helps a lot. And then well, that's like kind of getting through the first mound, because we get a lot of applicants that like just don't even match, like don't fulfill the basic requirements for something, which so there's an initial process of just trying to screen down the applicants that meet the base requirements for a given oh, I've been in there, yeah. But there's something I haven't explored. Yeah, I've been here. So they're screening that out, and then of the people who actually satisfy the requirements of like have to be enrolled in school or whatever, and are in the area or can be in the area, then it is down to like more of the quality of the application, and that's when stuff like having an existing YouTube channel, having Photoshop work. It doesn't have to be good per se, but there has to be some evidence that there was an attempt made on one's own to be self-starting. We're on the True Gamer scale, are custom movement game types like surfing, B-hop, and Counter-Strike. I mean, those are pretty core. Those are pretty deep. You gotta be a pretty deep gamer to do like obstacle course runs and bunny hop courses. You have to be qualified for the position. Oh yeah, no, there's no kink shaming in here. Female Quan Chi if he was into Depeche Mode instead of KMFDM. Pretty accurate. But yeah, this is a... All kinks are available here except for kitty stuff. But I guess some shades of that are probably okay. Oh-woos and ooh-woos acceptable. Copy pasta about cummies also okay. It has to be the right level of self-aware. I'll know it when I see it. Yep, Austin, no, we're not on it. I just want to make sure everybody knows that it's acceptable and allowable. That's different from being encouraged, by the way. Just want to let people know. It's okay. I do love the environmental sounds of this game quite a bit. Hmm. 87%, huh? Stormtrooper corpse behind you? What, to scan? Oh! Thank you. What are the games you feeling to beat tonight?
Saw I got him. He's more ruthless than I realized.
I want to put more time into... Is that 90? That wasn't even the... Oh, no, wait, that was the exploration I needed. Okay. I keep looking at the top left instead of the area. I wanted to put more time into Shenmue. And I want to play the, like, 5.1 content in 14, but I have to do a few roulettes first. I gotta get some... Gotta get some gear. The drippy drips. ASMR drips. God, that's great. How do you enjoy this game compared to Dark Souls and Bloodborne and Sekiro? It's definitely one of the more, like... it takes away a lot of the grit from the Dark Souls. Sekiro, I think, was a little more honed in terms of its approach and its, like, gameplay experience. This is even more than that. I think it's a lot, like, cleaner, simpler, easier to digest for people, probably. More of a, I guess, more of a traditional video game in terms of its structure and its content. Imperial Refinery. Well, that's all the refinery, huh? That's a big-ass area. So there's 1 secret and 3 chests in all of this. Okay. Okay, so it's just this whole thing. We got some exploring to do. Light take on dark. Yeah, Light Souls, if you will. And I will. Yeah, no lolly love here, it's a rule. That is true. That kind of what I was alluding to. Yeah, let's... Oh dear. Any remotely sincere amount of pedophilia, not okay. That's the other weird thing is, like, if you're using double saber, see, like, I only reflected the 1. Also, the, like, beam reflection animation is way longer if you're using double saber. So it becomes... Like, you need a longer break between blaster shots to reset your, your stance so you can start reflecting again. Whereas if it's in single saber, you can, like... It's way easier to reflect certain shots.
Don't fall behind.
Wait, where'd you go? What are you doing? Oh! Oh! I'll use double saber for reflection. Yeah, it was useful on Dathomir when they start throwing all those like zombies at you. Sorry, spoilers if you haven't gotten there yet, but
something in there.
It's useful there. But yeah, double-bladed saber is not super great for most other kinds of combat. Oh, I remember this. Yeah, I already went back here. Oh yeah, that little R2 unit is freaking out.
Let's check it out.
I died here a lot first time through. This part of combat was actually pretty difficult.
Take him out.
Jesus. Yeah, once you get enough powers, you just become a murder machine. It's pretty crazy. That sucks how useless the double-bladed saber is because it looks cool. Yeah. I mean, I'm okay with it. I don't know that I need an entire game. Look at you, trying to do your little trap.
Enemy!
Bad guy! Ugh. I'm pretty sure you can scan him if you kill him, and I think I already did. Oh, there's a door in there. I'll go mess with that. And you think 16 will come? Final Fantasy 16? God. It's gonna be a minute, I think.
I won't lose.
Alright. That's unblockable.
Running again. All Jedi will perish. My hand won't falter.
Jesus, that was stupid.
Little help, BD.
That's cool. Damn. Going for a pink theme? I am. Favorite move is force pull into the gut stab. Imagine if a gore mod was made for this. Yeah, I guess they didn't want stormtroopers getting all chopped up. Which is interesting. That used to be such a mainstay of old Star Wars games. Chopping the arms off of stormtroopers and stuff. Oh, Boner Jones, thank you for gifting. How long do you think it'll take for the 7 remake to make it to PC? Oh man, that's a good question. Oh, got another bounty hunter. I don't know. It's a comforting thought.
It's locked. What do you think?
That it could come to PC eventually.
That's how it's done. Want to check it out?
Oh yeah, the cheat code for Jedi Outcast.
Something in there.
Realistic Combat 1. Yeah. Matt. Interesting. Interesting. Look at all these chests I'm finding. That's not bad. That's nice. That's clean. Still like this one though. It matches my pink aesthetic. Still on board with the 7 remake having multiple parts, especially as we're at the end of the PS5's life cycle. Or PS4, yeah. I don't know, I'm only into it because if it wasn't in parts, we probably wouldn't be getting it anytime soon.
Get in on this. Ha! Miss! He's blocking me. I got him. Let's that. Boosting. Cover me.
Here it comes!
Help, BD!
It's slippery!
Shit.
Little help, BD!
Here it comes!
Damn it!
Yeah, stay down.
Damn it. It can happen that fast. I was trying to do the cool, like, form-shifting combo, and boy, did it mess me up. I played Revenge of the Sith, original Xbox. I didn't, Trappy, but I have a bit of an idea. It's something that I've been cooking up for, well, it's, to say cooking up might be implying a lot more weight and value on the idea than it deserves, but I'm basically going to play through all of these Star Wars prequel video games, which doesn't mean games that came out during the prequel timeline, or the years the prequels were in movies. It's games about the prequel movies. So, yeah, I have this here. I bought this on the internet for PC, and I've already looked up instructions about how to get it running on modern PCs. So I have like all the mods and DLLs and like wrappers that I need. Jeez. Maybe I should save it for lightsaber throw. That seems cool. I think I'll do that. But yeah, starting with that, and then pod racing. Yeah, episode 1 racers in there. There's a few good games and a lot of very bad games, and a lot of games I don't think anyone's ever heard of. Pit Droids is definitely on the list.
Who is that? Your turn. I've got him. How am I supposed to hit him?
So, like, you go back to neutral stance so much faster with single saber, which makes it easier to reflect shots like that. You can even, like, reflect in the middle of somebody shooting at you. And if you're just good at parrying, it's almost like using single saber to parry saber blast is better than double. Because he doesn't flip around his saber so much. It lets you actually do another parry. Boner Jones, thank you for gifting all those subs. Appreciate it. If you have just received a gift, then you should be made aware of another project that I'm doing. So if you watch the beginning of the stream, or if you ever, like, are watching when I go to the restroom or get a snack or anything like that, I have these, like, weird video clips that I play. It's basically a folder filled with all of these clips that I've edited from other weirder videos from all over the internet.
I can't keep track of him.
So, but I have enough of that content now that I can do entire streams of just that stuff. And it kind of makes a weird, like, video pastiche montage thing of a bunch of weird abandoned media. So I have, like, I think last time I checked, I have 36 hours of that kind of content, of just random clips of video game stuff and just other weird internet things. Yeah, you might though. So I've been doing on the weekends, I've been doing sub-only streams where I just play those clips. Sub-only because I feel like I have to be a little discreet about it. Can't just be playing what could be copywritten stuff on the internet, even though I kind of try my best to make sure that the content that I put in, I clip out for that stuff is not taken or currently monetized.
Victory is assured.
What's up, Alicia? So yeah, if you've been gifted a sub, you will be able to watch that. Boner! Boner Jones! God, you're gifting a lot. Hold on. I think this qualifies. Well, I'm glad we learned something. Boner Jones, thank you again for gifting. Yeah, autoplay got me. It got me hard. I found a bunch of horrible Phantom Menace commercials for the Star Wars project. Oh, Austin, that's great. Thank you. Yeah, that was definitely part of it too, is when I'm gonna play like games on a theme like that, I would definitely want to. Oh shit, they're shooting at me. Oh no, they're not. I definitely want to match, like, have themed clips to match, which is kind of interesting because it's requiring me to go through all of my clips and add metadata tags to them.
Nope. Someone else will take care of it. I guess that's me.
Which has been an interesting process of just like tagging if things are Star Wars related, or if they're from a particular generation of video games, or from a particular year. Yeah, it's been a little mind-numbing, but it's been fun. And basically, it also allows me to go through and catch any videos that were maybe not exported correctly or have little mistakes in them, which there are a few. I gotta maintain my treasure trove of garbage clips. I guess I'll go over here. Tried gifting again, my card got declined. I guess that means stop. Ugh. Hopefully you're okay, man. I get terrified that somebody's gonna put themselves in a bad financial situation just trying to be generous. But I also need to respect people's ability to make decisions for themselves and be responsible. Oh yeah, these fucking spiders, man. Ooh, something very bad happened to that stormtrooper. I'm all good. Just gifted a Bruce chat too, so I think it was just too much. Okay, yeah, your bank's freaking out a little bit. Fuck. God. Cool. Ah.
Right here, bud.
Okay. Buh. Bank said chill, Mr. Boner. We're calling to ask you to chill out for a little bit. What am I doing here? So, 2 chests and 2 secrets. Oh no, wait. 1 secret in this region. Never mind. Keep looking at the wrong thing. And so the actor studio was your major inspiration for the role of drunk mourning father that recently lost his child. I don't know. I guess trying to... It's... For me, oh, there's a path. Ah, yeah, that's right. I've been there. I guess for me, it's like learning empathy has been something that I've dedicated a lot of time and thought to. I think, like a lot of people, I don't never really naturally empathized. That's weird. You can't dive here? Oh, wait. Oh. So, I don't know. I just kind of put myself in the headspace of a character like that. Try to think what they were thinking. I don't know that I necessarily have anything interesting to say. That's basically what every actor always says, you know? Just become that character, feel those feelings. It's also, I guess, it's just like, it's playing pretend, you know? It's being able to imagine yourself as another person and like, you might see a camera in front of you, but just pretending it's not there. But still being mindful of it, because you have to, like, be in frame and hit your marks and stuff. That's, I think, the, something that a lot of people don't think about. With maybe any kind of performance, is that it has to be functional on top of being artistically sound. So, if you're a singer, you have to be able to sing, like, loud, and not blow your throat out, hitting certain notes. You have to not burp or cough in the middle of a performance. Like, those are all, I think, things that people don't think about, but just come invisible when somebody's really good at performing. What's it like working for Rooster Teeth? I mean, at this point, it's like working any other job. You have things you're expected to do. You have to earn money for your company. You're asked to do things that you have to, like, think about. Can this blow up? This seems like something that would blow up. So let me just chop at it with a saber, point-blank range. Continuous reflectability is really effective against numerous blasters, and especially machine blasters? I guess. I have trouble getting it to trigger properly. Like, whenever there's a machine blaster on me, I'll reflect the first bolt, but then the rest won't reflect, even if I'm using double-bladed sabers, so I don't know what that's all about.
After all this, we'll both be promoted to purge trooper. If Jedi left, then what's the point? That's true. I guess we'll have to settle for command positions.
Dream job is to be an animator at Rooster Teeth? Yeah, they're... Luckily, Rooster Teeth Animation is just doing awesome.
Stay back!
They got Genlock Season 2 greenlit. Actually, I've gotten a few sneak peeks at the next season of Red vs. Blue, and it actually looks really, really cool. Come on, there's got to be secrets around here somewhere. Is Ruby still booming? Honestly, I don't know. I don't know anything about how animation is performing. Just saw it opening on Glassdoor for Rooster Teeth Animation. Ooh. Well, maybe you should apply. Arm a Scout. I think. I don't know, like, I'm not really exploring this with, like, methodical intent, so I'm not, at this point, I'm not super sure where I have and haven't been. I mean, there's a door there, that's good. I don't know what this, what does this do? Oh, I guess it just did it once, okay. Have any book recommendations? Not especially, no. Haven't been reading a lot lately, unfortunately.
On target.
I got a list I'd like to get to. Don't even try that shit.
You'll be sorry. Your odds of surviving are low. Very low.
Whatever. I love it so much. Oh, that's the best. Gonna stream the end for us, right? I don't think so, Trappy. I kind of am not a huge fan of
I need help.
Streaming single-player content like that. I know that it's on YouTube, whatever. I'm not saving any lives by doing it a certain way, but I do feel a little weird, I think. Giving away is a strong term, but basically like broadcasting the end of a single-player piece of content. I feel like it's something you gotta pay for. Why is that bench lit up? Looks like a parked bench. Come, sit here. There aren't a whole lot of areas I haven't been to yet. I do like this game a lot, though, Able Moose. The green? That's in a different area. I mean, I'm gonna go to that, but that's in Kjellstad Falls. The refinery still has one secret I haven't found. Pipe above you? Oh. Well, shit. Thank you. Holy shit, that's right there. Oh, man. I probably never would have found that. Or not for a long time. Oh, it's a workbench. Okay, thank you.
Who goes there?
He got what was coming to him.
Huh? What? Oh, it was the echo. You liking Fallen Order so far? Is there anything you like or find annoying? I actually like it a lot. It's very hard for me to pick out anything that I don't enjoy about this game. It's very much my kind of thing. I think I appreciate the level of challenge on Jedi Grandmaster.
Moving to investigate.
Come on. I do think that some of the physics can be a little derpy. It's never been enough to really
Yes, understood.
ruin my my enjoyment of the game or anything. So yeah, really, it's kind of hard to point at anything and say I want this different. You're gonna be on Instant Gimme and Gimp for the urns. I don't know. I have really enjoyed kind of giving that up. Well, don't get me wrong, I enjoy performing, clearly. Everyone does, but it's been nice to sort of get out of the way for other people to try and learn and develop their own thing. It's been really rewarding. Not something that I think a lot of people necessarily get to do.
I am ready for this.
Or can...
Strike me again! Dodging all you're good at?
Or can be in a position where they get to do something like that. Okay. How did you like it as a Star Wars story? Well, I haven't finished it yet, but certainly what I've played so far I really, really like.
Come on, buddy. Come on now, buddy.
And I think that they've figured out how to nestle it in between more known parts of the Star Wars universe, without necessarily tripping on its own canon or lore or anything like that, which I think is pretty impressive. Okay, so let's see here. Let me make sure that before I leave this place that I got everything so far. There's a percentage I haven't explored in the Imperial Refinery, god damn it. But whatever, I'm not gonna sweat that too much. Okay, it's the falls. Yeah, okay, so we can just keep going. It's one secret in Origin Lake. Thoughts on the death of Screw Attack? I mean, it's just Death Battle now, right? I don't know that I'm allowed to have any thoughts. I didn't work there. I wasn't very acquainted with what they were going through or anything like that, so... Thank you, Boner Jones. I'm glad you stopped by. Hope you have a good day. Still 100% Dathomir, but that place is spooky scary. Yeah, very spooky, very scary. Definitely both of those things. Dathomir is tough, man. Things calm down a little bit there after certain story events, but... Jesus. There is an interesting thing with the AI where they will just stop shooting at you sometimes after you reflect like 1 or 2 shots. That was a big thing on Dathomir for me. All right, so here, let's try this. No, didn't get it. Hold on. Is a stone philosophy type stream something you'd ever be interested in? I don't see why not. Okay, never mind. That totally worked. I don't know what I'm going on about then. I mean, all of my streams are basically that, except I'm not high. I don't know, maybe this is a little old-fashioned, but I feel like if I'm streaming, I should be in my most attentive and most engaged frame of mind. It feels weird putting myself... I mean, I guess I've done it drunk, so whatever. It does feel weird putting myself in front of an audience.
Killing everyone.
Intentionally not, like...
Can I get a stim?
In a state that is less equipped to talk or engage or play a game. But I guess the altered state could have value in another way. Force pulling the ropes is satisfying as hell. I'm glad I'm not the only one that really likes doing that. That is a really cool traversal mechanic. Okay, gotta get there. So just keep moving. Keep moving forward. Yeah, Geeky Outdoorman, man. Some of those stormtroopers really do like killing themselves. Is there a slide here? I don't remember how to... I think there's context for either sober or intoxicated. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I do know it also makes some people uncomfortable. Not that that's something that would factor in completely, but I don't want people to feel weird. You see that Instant Gaming was behind the scenes doc of this game? Oh, that actually happened? Okay. Cause like, man. Yeah, we got the request from EA, and it was like a month of back and forth just for them to use a 5-second clip. To like they sent over contract, then Rooster Teeth amended the contract, then EA amended the contract again, and it was just like, this is so ridiculous. I don't know. I get it. It's companies. Like companies talk to each other. There's bureaucracy, but I can remember a time when we could just say yes and that would be it. Kind of. Oh, that's not a thing. Yeah, I remember that. Nick was laid off. Seems that he was only a few videos. Was there a certain reason for that? Reason. That's a really generic question, and it's a really tough one to answer. Deciding who's in a given video is a tricky thing, and it was difficult with a lot of the staff being in Austin as well. That made like moving production stuff back and forth extremely difficult. So, there were a lot of people that wanted screen time at the time. My approach typically was that if you like did the production for a particular piece of content, if you did the writing or the research or did the shooting or arranged the shooting, or if it was a subject matter that was particularly relevant to you, 2 boxes in the lake area. I think I may have already gotten them. Yeah, I got all the chests in this area, so I'm good. Thank you, though. That it would make sense then for that person to also host that video, and it certainly was. It was and is an intention of mine to get as many people as much screen time as possible, you know, without sacrificing the quality of the video. So yeah, I don't quite know how to address your question apart from trying to describe the method of production that I used. If that makes any sense. 2-1, gotta sleep now? Alright. Benjamin's man. Thanks for watching. Hope you sleep well. Yeah, no, the lightsaber combat in this game is so good. I mean, it's like it's the one thing they needed to hit, right? And they did. Oh! I've never seen a... Oh, he got chomped. Actual lightsaber. Yeah, that is an Elon thing, isn't it? Do you think you're cheating the devs out of money by streaming the end? No. I don't think that. I don't think that there is... It's hard for me to imagine that link being so direct, right? That somebody... They're like, well, I might buy this Jedi game. And then they watch my stream, and they're like, oh, well, I saw the ending, so now I don't need to. I don't think that's the case. I don't think that there's a person who actively won't buy the game because they can watch the ending on YouTube or on Twitch or whatever. I think maybe it's more that, like, for a single-player game, it feels weird that it might be, like, an ending might be seen or enjoyed communally with people who haven't played the game. And also, I think, like, the ending to a single-player game is a pretty...
Try to resist.
It's a pretty emotional thing. It's the completion of your journey, but not everybody in the audience has necessarily been on that same journey. So that's I guess it's more, maybe it's more of an intimate thing that feels weird to share. I guess if I put it that way. And I also think that, like, kind of like, movie buffs will talk about how you shouldn't watch shit on your phone or whatever. I do feel like it's kind of the same thing. Like okay. A single-player campaign ending was made with the intention that one person who played the entire game is watching that ending, and it just seems like it's not the right context to stream it. Or not the right medium. What do you got? What? Great. Oh. Jesus. Get these little bugs. Old bug boys. Hey. Ah! Alright. On to the goat slug. That's one thing I also really, really like about New Order, or Fallen Order, is that so much of the game doesn't just focus on the Imperial. Like, it's a lot of planets you haven't been to, and you see a lot of creatures you haven't seen before. Which is a cool side of Star Wars that has kind of been neglected. The nature aspect of it. Not spoiling anything by staying around the stream. You might have touched on this topic before. Do you think humanoid dismemberment could have made combat the game more enjoyable? I think it'd make for, like, better GIFs. I don't think it'd make combat more enjoyable, because you're still hitting the same buttons. Like, it's still the same process. I don't think the game suffers significantly by not having it. Alright, so there is a secret here. There's the burb. Burb is back. Looking forward to Rise of Skywalker. I am. Maybe more than I was before, thanks to things like Mandalorian in this game. It has me a little more jazzed about Star Wars than I have been, but... I don't know. I don't necessarily need to get into it, but the further away I get from Last Jedi, the more I just am really disappointed by that movie. And the more it means that I just kind of don't care much about what's going into Episode 9. Empire set up a lot of stakes and a lot of tension going into Return of the Jedi. Way better, in my opinion, than Last Jedi did. There are things yeah, so that movie has affected my anticipation and excitement for Episode 9. But it's J.J. Abrams, and has somehow just a weird deal with the devil knack of making amazing movies out of very complicated and kind of busted franchises. He's a franchise saver. He already did it with Force Awakens. I guess some people would disagree with that, but hope Rey actually turned super evil way more than Kylo could have been. Yeah, whatever. I don't know. I kind of don't care about those characters now. Mission Impossible and Star Trek. Yeah, he finds a way to give identity to a franchise that didn't have any, or find something to do with a franchise that no one knows what to do with. It seems like. Are you a Tarantino fan? Yeah, sure. I don't know that, like, I guess some people probably get real real heavy on that stuff. I enjoy his films. Need to find some secrets. If I were secrets, where would I be? Do you feel like the reduced anticipation of Rise of Skywalker is a blessing or a curse? Probably a blessing, I guess. I don't need to be excited for things. There's so much out right now, all the time, that looking forward to something doesn't even factor into my brain anymore. There's tons of games to play, there's tons of movies to see, there's just tons of everything. So, like, getting really excited for a thing makes no sense to me because there's already a million things that I'm really excited to play and watch and consume, like media to consume, out right now. Why would I care about any of that when there's so much that I haven't played, haven't seen, haven't watched? So, I don't know. I think, thanks to a particular just outrageous explosion of media production, I really don't feel anticipation much anymore, ever. There's things like Cyberpunk, sure, but even then I'm just like, you know what? It can come out whenever it comes out. I got time. Ow.
What touch this? You guys down! You don't concern me!
So that is one thing that I've found a little annoying about this game. Is that I don't know when I'm sprinting. I have to sprint to do certain attacks, and there's a lot of like times in this game where the game will just eat your ow. You have to dodge roll. That's right.
Buddy, help!
Where the game will just like eat your stick click.
I'll get you!
Is that it? It made a sound. So like it worked that time. But. D.Era Pip. Does it randomly generate those names? I don't know. That's kind of neat. Oh, that gives so much experience though, damn. D-Dot, more like Dead-Iot. Deediot. You got it. You got him. Fucking got him. Oh yeah. They're just chilling up here, huh? Just till the end of time.
Empire can't take our compassion.
Have you heard of game ranks? Yeah, of course. When I was trying to figure out what to do with, or like content ideas for Inside Gaming, game ranks, they make listicles and people watch them. So I was watching a lot of their stuff to try to see what I could borrow or you know, take inspiration from. Because in terms of games media, Game Ranks makes a lot of very good performing content that's like not necessarily timely and doesn't necessarily revolve around like calling devs greedy all the time or basically headlines that are like, can you imagine what women did this week? So yeah, I looked at their content quite a bit. I think it's a little late to try and get on that bus. GameRank seems to have carved out a really good niche and an ability to like package listicle content. Gotta find them secrets. Got Funhouse Friends from the UK, much love. Well, thank you, Pulsing Penguin. That Tarful Wookiee's in it? Really? In episode 3? When they do that one quick shot of Kashyyyk? Oh yeah, man, episode 3. So I thought that Wide Kylo from episode 8 was the first shirtless shot in Star Wars, but it wasn't. Because Anakin was shirtless in episode 3. He was putting on his robe, being all emo. Ooh. Trick jumps. Huh. I haven't seen a secret, boys. Maybe it's underwater. Maybe I haven't looked around down there enough. Yeah, no, not as wide though. No. Anakin was for the emo scene. Although I guess Kylo is too. It's a big titty anime boyfriend. Jabba was shirtless. Excellent point. Can't argue with that, so I won't. Huh. Maybe there's There's like a cave or something. Goes to a ball I didn't find. Gotta find damn secrets. Gotta get them laugh ups. Well, yeah, this is kind of what I had in mind for this stream. Is just going around old levels, trying to find secrets and pick-upables. Nothing too spoilery. Also, like, in keeping with that too, I'd sort of try to figure out where my comfortable boundaries are streaming single-player games and stuff like that. Oh, there's a hole. We get in that hole. Because something like Shenmue 3, I probably will play through entirely on stream, and my rationale there as well, I'll just do it slower. So if somebody wanted to play through it themselves, I'm not necessarily like, oh, scannable. I was already here. Dang it! Am I in the minority saying that Disney nerfed Star Wars? I don't know what you mean by that. You'll have to be more specific. Because under Disney, there's been so many more Star Wars things than under Lucas. So, I heard of Scott the Woz. I have, but I don't remember where or what the deal is with that. Yeah, no, there's not a lot of shirtless dudes in Star Wars. It's just not a thing. Not a lot of beefcake for the ladies, unfortunately. You gotta deal with like sleeveless Luke. That's the best you can hope for, and Han Solo tussling his hair. There is one if you turn around while jumping on the bouncy plants. Alright. After episode 4 Mandalorian, I was like, oh, it's a children western now? I mean, it was a western before that. It's a TV show. It was gonna be a TV show the whole time. It's always interesting to me when somebody gets mad at a TV show for becoming a television show. I guess maybe that's me being cynical, but after you swim under the thing. Oh, like under the ship? Oh, up there you mean? Oh yeah, there's a big old bird there. Why didn't I try to check that out? I don't know if I can get up there. I think I have to go back this way. Oh yeah, you're right. Luke and the back to tank. He's wearing that big old diaper. That's a good point. Yeah. Not necessarily the kind of shirtless I was thinking of, but yeah. I don't know why not. Why that wouldn't count. Yeah, Amanda's starting a little more formulaic. Yeah. It's TV. You can swim under? Okay, never mind. Watto had a vest on. True. True, true. Lawrence looking down at babies having opinions. I guess that is what it is. I mean... Yeah. Ow. Why are there... I don't think there were two spiders here before. What is this all about? I'll walk onto that one. I don't know, I guess I've been so annoyed at TV for being just like formulaic and annoying and not respecting my time for so long that I'm now just immediately on the defensive every time I watch a new TV show. Of like, it's always so fun at the beginning because that's when they have all their ideas and have all the budget, and then it becomes TV. Like, it has to settle into a format that is repeatable. And it seems like sometimes the whole goal is to just make a format repeat as long as possible. Have you seen Farscape? No. I think I watched the first episode. It seemed interesting. Like a more kind of like wild and inventive science fiction show. Is this anime related in a way? I mean, anime is TV too. But even more than usual, I feel like anime has to dip into formula and trope to kind of keep costs down and generate a bulk of content. Oh yeah, Watchmen is a show that I need to start because yeah, everything everyone said about it sounds really, really amazing. The thing Luke drinks milk from is shirtless. Good point. We haven't been back up here since doing this part. Oh gosh! Look at this! Very useful.
I mentioned to you how awesome this is.
I do like the graphic novel quite a bit. And I like the Zack Snyder movie. That's why TV endings almost always disappointment. Yeah, because they go until they run out of ideas. Very few shows end or have like a planned narrative that they go through and end. The individual seasons of True Detective are kind of like that. Okay. Okay. There's one more chest somewhere. Goddamn. There it is. Deserted village. Alright. Well, let's go get that chest. Amazing chest ahead. Twilight Zone? Yeah, that's kind of an anthology, though. That's not... Anthology shows are a little bit different, because instead of one continuous narrative, they can just try to come up with... keep coming up with new original ideas, and then each episode is kind of its own contained story. Of varying success. Alan Moore's recent statement on superheroes is essentially the theme of Watchmen. It's interesting. Okay. Yeah, I'm excited to do it, or excited to watch it, mostly because I was super underwhelmed by The Boys. Fine show, great production, but in terms of writing, it's like, cynicism by itself isn't that interesting, or really any clever. Like, it's not that clever to just be like, things are bad, bleh. Yeah, I know things are bad. Like, you don't... It's almost like teenage philosophy of like, why even try? We're all gonna die, blah. Yeah, okay, fine. Nihilism is fine. You got to step 2. We're all just pawns in the fascist police state, like, came capitalism. Yeah, fine. Fine. Alright, you've identified the problem. We have to move forward from there, though. I don't know. I feel like the Boys was just like, if there are superheroes, they'd be bad. And I'm like, yeah, I know. That's not... That's the world. I don't watch this... You finished The Boys? No. Some of the things I've heard about it is that it gets a little better, but I just like... And also, it really bugged me that, like, the main heroine, I can't remember her name, Starfire or something like that, she was sort of propped up as being the, like, moral voice of the show, but she's just as bad as everyone else. Not literally as bad, but, like, to have her propped up as the voice, the moral voice of the show, doesn't make any sense because she's still a really awful character. She doesn't, like... If she were actually dedicated to doing the right thing and being a good hero, she would have quit long before the dopey main character told her to. And that's just like... No, you... Like, she's pretty clearly in it because she likes the fame and she wants to be a superhero as opposed to actually just doing superhero stuff. It's possible the show actually deals with that and acknowledges that, and I would respect the show a lot more for that. But instead, it just seems like really shitty writing. Just have like a pure blonde American girl, like immediately sexually assault her, and then make her this beleaguered hero trying to hold to her principles in this broken world. Where, like, if she actually wanted to hold to her principles, she would be behaving and acting in a very different way. Oh, Ghost, I'm talking about The Boys. I don't know. I've done enough complaining about that on stream in the past. I don't think I need to keep doing it again. Yeah, no, everybody can have their own opinion, for sure. I'm not right, especially since I haven't seen the whole thing. I don't... And as just a broad disclaimer, I don't think I've watched enough TV, and certainly I think my attitude towards television is one of negative bias. I am definitely biased against most TV, just because of what it is. It gets better? Don't want to spoil, but that's your opinion. Okay. I mean, like I said, I haven't seen it all, so it's really not fair for me to be complaining about it. I certainly wasn't motivated to watch more. I'll put it that way. I also am just kind of... I've never been a huge fan of the, like, super gritty, super edgy, like, in your face, oh, we're so gritty and hard style comics, like Mark Millar stuff from the late 90s, like Wanted, which was actually a pretty fun movie, but even still was a little too edgelord. I don't know. It's fun. I feel like for edgelordy stuff, I'd rather something like Dread, something that still has some humanity in it.
Incoming threat!
Ow.
Get out from back there!
You seem like you're ready for it. Oh, you're not. I think The Boys as a series is a bit more misplaced than The Boys as a comic. When the comics first came out, that kind of subversion was more novel. The series is a time to subvert, like, the surface level superhero movie craze. When you're invested enough to have experienced the sheer amount of gritty anti-superhero stuff that's around, it's no longer novel. That's pretty accurate summary of Digital Tears. If it were the first superhero inversion I ever saw, I'd probably feel a lot more warmly towards it. Yeah, Sanchez Crunch. I've definitely heard that. The source material's even more gritty, even more eye-rollingly edgy. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, similar to Wanted, it's a lot more tone compared to the comic. I've heard, yeah, the Wanted comic is pretty fucking aggravating sometimes with how edgelord it can get. We're gonna shoot cops and that's awesome. Yeah, I got a boner. Yeah, it's just like, man. This is either written by 13-year-olds or somebody that really knows how to tune content for 13-year-olds. Something down here. Alright. Yeah, the Wanted comic's pretty fucked up. Ooh, this is a pretty intense track. I think this is just triggering from the last... I think this was like a chase sequence last time you were coming through here. I feel like, at this time, taking something that's supposed to be hopeful and inspiring but being like, yeah, but what if it was shitty, kind of sucks. I mean, it does for some people. It does for me. At this time. I'm also kind of tired of cynical media. This is something that we kind of talked about in the Filmhouse podcast about Princess Bride. How, we're just in an age of cynicism, I think. Which makes sense. We're surrounded by all this negative news. Like the Sonic the Hedgehog sequence. Which I think is also why, you know, superhero media is doing so well now. It is interesting, though, that, like, DC, which I always thought was the more... or the less cynical wing of comics entertainment, has really doubled down on being dark and gritty. Everybody was scoring Twitter points off of that one tweet about DC can't figure out how to represent Superman in media. Everybody's like, just make him good. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's not a movie, though. It's still not a movie. Is this entire area just one big slide? I don't know that I'm still in the... Is there a treasure box down here, please? I like getting to see some superheroes be cool and good. Yeah. Certainly understandable. I think a lot of people would complain, though, if there was a superhero movie about a superhero that did the right thing all the time and never experienced a moment of conflict or self-doubt. I guess a lot of the Captain America movies are like that. It's weird that Marvel found a way to make Captain America the Superman that like DC fans seem to want. Because yeah, he never really doubts himself. He never really questions to do the right thing. He never has a moment of corruption. He's never proven to be wrong either, which I thought was interesting. I was curious if in Civil War they were going to be like, well, maybe Cap was wrong. Nope. He's just right all the time. And he never, like, he can always get to the right solution just by punching the right thing. What's your hottest take? I don't know that I have one. Really. My takes have mild it out quite a bit. Maybe that... Here's a pretty hot one, although I've said it on stream a lot. Skyrim isn't good. There. I think Justin Season 3 is pretty good and has a character like that. Okay. Yeah, dang it, I'm not... Where would there be a chest? There was only like 2 places to walk around in. Also, can I even get back? Do I have to go through the whole... Wait. Maybe I can? I have to go through the whole level again just to get back to that area? I don't know that I want to do that. Not as good as Oblivion? Yeah, and even that wasn't as good as Morrowind, so... Fallout 4, not good. These are the hottest takes. Mostly revolved around like the biggest action RPGs. Far Cry After 2 wasn't good. These are my very hot takes. I think that one's probably gonna get some people pissed because people like Far Cry 3 a lot. Fallout 4 was a great open world FPS if you look at it. Yeah, it was definitely a looter shooter. But not a very good one when you start to think about it in those terms. What about Blood Dragon? It was okay. I'm more speaking purely on game mechanics though. Like how the game systems work. I remember hearing the backtracking through levels in this game is a pain. How are you feeling about it? Yeah, I mean, it's an elective pain. You typically don't have to backtrack much unless you're exploring. And if you're exploring, then you're choosing to do that, so... I think it would probably be a little too simplistic to just have you fast travel between all the, like, focus points. That seems a little silly, but... I don't mind it. This seems a little raunchy, though, if it's what I'm thinking it is, which is that I might have to, go through the entire level again to get to that slide section, because it's one way. Every Far Cry After 2 is just 3 again? Yeah. I mean, they hit a formula that people seem to really like. I get it, and that kind of bums me out, but it does suck to see a studio that has a lot of great ideas and creative potential trying instead to drill down on what people like versus what is good game design. That's your job when you're making a game, though. You have to make something tailored to what people like. Problem is, if you're just doing that, you're eventually going to burn people out because you're just giving them the same thing over and over again. Which is what I think finally happened with Ghost Recon Breakpoint. It's like, how many military shooters can we have with a map crammed with icons and bars that fill up? How can we make an entire game that really has no decision making or game mechanics to speak of? The entire game is just shooting men with grizzled voices, watching bars go up. Raising bars so you can raise other bars. Wow. Love this game. It's my second favorite this year, but the lack of fast travel is just annoying. What was your full favorite? I'm curious. Yeah, Willie Fresh, I feel the same way. I tried to play Assassin's Creed Origins a number of times, and each time I was just like, I'm not getting into this, and I'm not sure why. Oh yeah, I can finally get that. It just felt like, kind of like, it reminds me of like Darksiders 2, where there's a whole gear mechanic here that just doesn't matter. It's all vestigial. Like, the numbers are there just to justify the numbers. And it doesn't make the fights more interesting, or more exciting, or more challenging, or more unique. So wait. Oh, there's a bouncy thing to get you back here. Oh, okay. That's not so bad then. Wait, no, that's pretty bad. Wait. Okay, no, that takes me right back to the village. Okay. Godio's Fire Emblem. Ah, I gotta play that. Now that's a game I think that'd be real fun to stream. Something with permadeath, so there's like stakes. It's got that anime factor that's always so delightful. I feel like people would have a lot to talk about. Talking about characters they like and things that they did in their campaign. Good game to compare notes about, like good stream experience kind of thing. See, I didn't care for that in Darksiders 2. I thought it was just like, you just put gear in the game because people like gear. It doesn't make the game more interesting. It just means I have to like go into my inventory and like pick the up arrow every time. Just pick the arrow that's going up. There was a little bit of nuance to like the fact that different weapons had different attack animations and stuff. So theoretically, you could hit a situation where you're really good with the claws, but you've got a hammer that has way better attack or something like that. But does it matter? Did it really actually change anything? I don't know. I feel like... Oh. I need to play Outer Worlds, because, like, that's a game where character build actually matters. The elemental stuff they did in 3 was better. I need to play 3. Actually, I really like Darksiders as a property. I like the lore. There's even a new Darksiders game, right? The, like, top-down game? I felt the same about the new Shadow Warrior as well. I really, really like Shadow Warrior 1, the remake. Then they added this whole loot system in 2 to presumably make the game better. But it was just another mechanic that didn't change the gameplay at all. So let's see here. I'm gonna bounce up here. Hard Reset 2 would be fun. Yeah, what is it? Pigs can fly? People can fly? Hog something? Can't remember. Who made Hard Reset and Shadow Warrior? What are they up to? I can't remember. Flying Wild Hog, that's it. Got there eventually. Thoughts on the 3 remake leaks? Eh. It's just the image, right? No real thoughts. They said they were gonna do it, so it's not like it's particularly shocking. Can I? I don't think I can jump up there. I can! Never mind. I just had to believe in myself. Okay. Is that good? Good vine pull again. Good shit. Oh wait, this doesn't quite go... Huh? This doesn't quite go back. Maybe there's a way to get over there. What do you think is your most played game ever? Probably Final Fantasy XIV at this point. The bird brings you back? Oh. Oh, that's right, you can ride the bird. Forgot about that. Hey! Stupid birds. Camera! Have you done the Nier raid? No. That's another game that I need to get back to, Nier Automata. So I should go back to the bird. As the 2019 Flying Wild Hog has 3 unannounced games. That's good, I guess. On the series, the double blade attachment for the lightsaber. Anything I already got? Just bring me back there right outside the actual tree area? Okay. Oh wait, if I keep going forward it does? Oh, I gotta go back to the burb. Played any Outer Wilds? Yeah, I beat Outer Wilds. I actually beat that on stream. Which is weird because that's the kind of game that I probably, given my previous ranting about single-player games and how to enjoy them, that is certainly the kind of game that... Oh, it's not gonna let me go back this way. Okay. It is the kind of game that should probably be experienced alone, intimately, but yeah, Outer Wilds was so good. Man. Man, it was so good. Definitely one of the more memorable games of 2019. Unfortunately, never really got its due, I don't think. No from anywhere. Bird Boy only takes you back to the same place. Oh, okay. Did you play Control on stream or by your lonesome? I streamed it a little bit. Stream numbers were kind of low for it. But also, yeah, mostly just grinded through it on my own. In times and situations where I couldn't really stream it. Yeah, it's a bummer. Not enough people played that game. People just didn't seem to vibe on it, which is a shame, because it was so good. It's not super conducive for streaming, a lot of reading. Oh, and Control? Yeah. If you want to get into all the lore, for sure. That probably didn't help. I'm just going through these... Man. I need to find that chest so I can go to a new planet. Game of the decade? I don't know. Austin, somebody asked that earlier. I need to look at a list and really, like, narrow it down. I mean, for me, it might actually just be Final Fantasy XIV. Because Realm Reborn hit, and then it's probably the game that I've been playing most this decade. Spin around, jump back down. Oh, from here? Ooh, are you sure? Or from earlier? Oh, The Witness? Yeah, that one's a really amazing game. Really amazing puzzle game. Christ. There's a jutting piece of tree earlier? Okay. In the trees. IG could do a 2010s gaming retrospective. I think that's already in the works. We gotta pre-produce... Oh, they're not gonna let me grab it from this side? Oh, okay. Interesting. As someone born in the mid-90s, it's weird talking about my game of the decade. That's most of my life. Okay. I don't know if they're gonna let me go back from here.
Help here?
I think I might have missed my opportunity. I guess really Minecraft has to be game of the decade, right? There's really no saying that that's not it. Oh yeah, Return of the Obra Dinn. Fortnite? I mean, kinda. I actually think Minecraft probably over Fortnite in terms of influence. And GTA 5, yeah. Doom 2016, absolutely. Minecraft is still bigger than Fortnite, people forget. Yeah. It's a phenomenon for sure. God. Persona 5? It was good. Reminds me, I need to play Dragon Quest XI as well. So many good video games. Alright, Burb. Alright. Minecraft is more approachable than Fortnite? Yeah. Minecraft is 2009. Oh, okay. That's valid then. I could say Minecraft is the game of the aughts. 2010s maybe. Why is garbage so popular? That's just how it is, man. That's how it's always been. 11S for Switch. Yeah, that's where I want to play it. Hello, Vader kills Cal. Great username. Hopefully that's not an actual spoiler. That would be mean if it were. Yeah. I just got trolled. Man, you get to do the whole... You get to do the whole thing again, huh? It's very inspiring. This travel doesn't bring you back, though? Oh, it's just... You just take a lap? Where? What the hell? Whatever. Gotta go even deeper? I guess so. I guess I missed my one shot. Jesus. I gotta use the restroom, though, so I'll be right back. See you guys in a minute. Hey, back to climbing through trees, I guess. Yeah, poor Peepo. Why is there a lightsaber bench at the top of an ancient tree? Also, yeah, we all know Game of the Decade is Knack 2. I'm pivoting my stream. This is now a Knack only stream.
Hey, Seer.
I'm here, Cal.
Did you know the Night Sister before the Purge?
No. I can only guess at who she was as a Jedi.
She seemed so sure there was no point in trying to fight the Empire.
I believe most Inquisitors were Jedi, turned through torture and fear. It's tempting to give in to absolutes when you suffer that much.
Maybe. Sure seemed enthusiastic about making others suffer.
Tell him. So cool right now, I know. My pink poncho and my pink lightsaber. Yeah, we gotta... clearly we're gonna get Knack 3 with the PS5, right? Remember when Homer Simpson got that big pink moo-moo? Yeah. Shit. Wait. So if I turn around and go all the way back here... God. So, let's see where this thing actually is. It's just this one area. There's one chest. And once you get on the slide, you can't do anything until you're like here. There's like one more area that you could crawl around in. That's it. It's just this. God. Alright. Right before Big Slide. Alright. Thank you for the tip. Appreciate that. I'm gonna have to run the whole loop again just to get back here so I can leave Kashyyyk. Knack 3 confirmed penis resize in game. Finally. Why did I just get a lot of experience? What happened?
This whole forest is live.
Why would I play Knack if my dick can't get bigger, Mark Cerny? Riddle me this, Mark Cerny. Why my penis so small? Opening a tall boy? I wish. No, I had some beverages yesterday, so I can't double it up too much. How am I gonna become the star of Mission Impossible 12 if I'm knocking back tall boys all day? I gotta get into LA shape. That means implants. Implants everywhere. Chest implants, thigh implants, cheekbone implants, chin implants. Botox everywhere. Human growth hormone. Tanning. Teeth whitening. Eyeball shaping. All of it. Hand implants. You know it. If you get a review copy of a game, are you allowed to keep it? Yeah, usually. You're allowed to keep it, and typically, FTC regulations say that you pretty much have to disclose that you got a copy of the game when you're making any media with it, or you're, like, basically in any position where people are gonna hear your opinions about it and make purchasing decisions. You kind of need to know that you didn't pay for the thing. Toe implants. Yeah. Subdermal implants. Yes. ID chips installed. I need to get actor upgrades. So. What's more important? Cracking open a tall boy at 420? Oh, nice. 421 technically. Or getting jacked so I can be in Star Wars 18. Can you ride Burb here? Oh, you can. Okay. I'm not gonna, but you can. Wait a minute. Oh, let's just go this way, that's right. Yeah, I'm gonna be wide boy. I bet I could be wider than Adam Driver. I bet I could do it. He's a really good actor, though. Goddamn. It gets a lot of work, too. That's the thing that I find fascinating, is the actors who basically... I guess they just have really good agents, or they're really good at hustling, or something. But the ones who can be in, like, 4 or 5 movies a year? I guess once you get to Adam Driver territory, you can kind of pick your projects, but... Nice poncho. Thanks! Wait, am I in the thing already? Did I... Shit, did I fuck it up already? Did I already miss it? Why are you not listening to Breaking Benjamin? Ah, I need to, right? Why am I not listening? Okay, no, I'm not there yet. Whew. Huh. Oh, well, I'll go slow. Yeah, he was really good in Logan Lucky. So was I'm blanking on his name. Fuck. Everybody was good in Logan Lucky, basically. Who's the other guy? The other brother? Damn it. The other hot boy of the century, yeah. Channing Taters, there you go. Channing Tates. And then, yeah. Daniel Craig. Always great. I don't know about No Time to Die. I like Bond films. But, man, Spectre was funky. And not in a great way. I think I kind of understand what it was going for, I think. But I don't know that I liked it. Is there a treasure chest in here? How do I get a review copy of a game? Well, you have to have some kind of reason to get it. So, like, you have to have an outlet, a YouTube channel, social media account. Like, you have to make something with it that is gonna promote the game in some way. And then you can contact PR with a request, and typically you'll have to include links to where your coverage is going to go up. So yeah. There are a lot of people that want a lot of free games, so if you don't have a legitimate need for it, I would caution against just asking for free shit, because they get a lot of that. There's also key resellers will try and get a lot of free codes and list them on sites and stuff like that. Like Spectre, but mostly for Javier Bardem. That was Skyfall, wasn't it? Yeah, yeah, somebody already got there. You need the monies? Everybody needs the monies. I'm just out there trying to get those monies. You ever feel like there's something in your mouth, like a piece of food or something, but there's not, but it really feels like it, and you just can't... A feeling just won't go away? I feel like there's a something in the back left of my mouth, and it's like freaking with me. Oh yeah, Christoph Waltz. Yeah, he did the best he could. I don't know, it's interesting, like, there's serious Bond and there's goofy Bond. And so far, Daniel Craig has played serious Bond. He's not like Roger Moore. But Spectre was trying to be Roger Moore Bond, which felt really weird. I felt like they telegraphed their intention pretty well with the opening sequence of him, like, falling into the couch and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, this is shades of Bond parachuting with, like, a Union Jack parachute. So I kind of get it, but also I don't know that this, like, the movie just didn't have, it wasn't, like, Kingsman is probably closer to goofy Bond, and Kingsman nails that vibe way better than Spectre did, and has great action to match, whereas Spectre's just out here, weird and confused, and I don't know, there's a lot that didn't add up about that. They tried to make it dark, but also goofy, which doesn't make any sense. Metal Gear Solid 6, the Phantom Taste. This is more like the Phantom Feel. Phantom Tongue. I do like that, though. Quality Twitch chat joke right there. Okay, so I'm officially in the deserted village now. Apparently before the slides, maybe in one of these cabanas or something. I'm gonna try to get a review copy of Rock Band 5. Hey, there's someone that works at a Harmonix that pops into chat every now and then, so you slide on up to him. Well, maybe lie about being an influencer or something. What tone do you think the next Bond will be? I don't know. I haven't seen any of the trailers. Because the previous Spectre made it seem like it was continuing down the vein of, like, gritty, realistic Bond. But then the movie was not that at all. Like, not at all. So I don't know what... Oh, there it is. Hey! I don't know what to believe.
Want to check it out?
Man from U.N.C.L.E. was really good.
I never doubted you.
Ooh, that's boring. And it's not pink. Definitely not pink. But Austin Powers being goofy 007? That was... Austin Powers was like, almost too much. It was definitely, like, elbow between your ribs level jokes. I'm like, okay. Yeah. We do need another Austin Powers movie. The world needs another Austin Powers movie. That's what's wrong with everything right now. Not enough Austin Powers films. Okay. All chests, all secrets found. I thought Man from U.N.C.L.E. was a little subtle about it. It wasn't like Austin Powers yuck yuck. It was like it was a campy, fun spy versus spy kind of movie, but I think people expected more action. It did the unique thing of actually, like, foregoing action in terms of style, or for stylistic shots. The ending sequence in Man from U.N.C.L.E. when they're, like, raiding the spy base or whatever is actually pretty cool. But it's not the typical, like, Hollywood shootout, stunt, spectacular explosions everywhere that you would expect from a movie finale. Realistically, how demoralizing was it to die in Doom in such a non-pragmatic way? Felt sunken for you when it happened? I mean, it's not that bad, Slow-Mo. I honestly, like, dying because of weird game quirks is not as frustrating as dying because of bad playing. If I died in combat, I would have been more frustrated than if I died because of some weird level stuff, because that was under my control, and that was within the boundaries of skill. I feel like dying because there's some there's some quirky thing about the level I didn't know before. It's frustrating, but like there's no way I would have known. But now I do know. So it's like, okay, that's just a binary thing that now I understand. Now that I've done it once, I'll never do it again. And it doesn't like put me further away from my goal, if that makes sense. It actually puts me much closer to it. If I die because I'm not good at combat, then I have a lot more work to do. Whereas just not trying to do that jump again, that's a pretty solvable problem. So the next time I play, I won't do that jump again, provided I can get past some of the trickier fights. So yeah, I appreciate your feeling upset on behalf of me, but it wasn't that bad. Why do you think some gamers are mad at diversity? Why are they so loud? Identity, small PP? Identity, I think, has hit close to its sun-shaded logic. Or sun-shaded loik, excuse me. I've thought a lot about that. I do think, and I've seen a lot of mental gymnastics that justify this exact point. I think the core of it is that some people can't handle not being the core demographic of something. They can't and refuse to acknowledge that they aren't the most important player base or experience base. And I think that was all informed by years of marketing telling them they were. And when I say they, I'll just be specific, like white dudes. All of society, I mean, like all marketing is, and this is changing slowly, but for the longest time, marketing was the most valuable group was the 18 to 34-year-old male. And when all advertising is catering to you and all media is catering to you, you naturally start to assume that you're just the only important group. Everything's made for you, and that's great. So now that like there's diversity in games because there are other people playing games and they'd like to feel like they belong and they'd like to have a portion of that carved out for themselves, it, I think, slips under the skin this message that, oh, there are other people here and maybe what you want and the kinds of games you want and the fantasies you want aren't the most important thing anymore. That's a gigantic nose? Oh, mine? I do have a pretty big nose, if that's what you're referring to. So, I don't think it's wrong for groups to say, like, hey, we want this. And if dudes want games with big-tittied women who don't say much, that's fine. They can want that. But I think where it breaks down is when dudes say, no, we're the only group that matters, and any data that is contrary to that is actually wrong. That's when it gets weird. When dudes start rejecting empirical evidence or coming up with other explanations for that evidence that it's like, oh, this is just the SJWs manipulating data to prove their point and stuff like this. That's when it gets weird. Not that it wasn't a little weird in the first place, but I'm a huge proponent of titties, and I like a dumb power fantasy as much as the next person. But games don't always have to be that. And I've seen a lot of people trying to justify only wanting those kinds of games by saying that they're the only audience that matters, and that's just not true. You on holiday break now? More or less, yeah. There's some stuff to wrap up, but more or less. Doc Joan, thank you for gifting a sub. Yeah, games and titties for girls, too. It gets frustrating when they significantly alter games with established lore and characters to fit these new trends. I can see that. It makes sense then, the consistency argument, but here's the thing. The established lore, that was made up too. That was also made up. Like, there's no video game or entertainment product that... I think the, what was it, the Kingdom Come Deliverance argument was interesting because it was theoretically based on actual history and actual fact. But when it comes to something like Star Wars, it's all made up. And it was all made up back then, too. So the reason things were made up a certain way back then is because of the assumption that certain demographics were the only ones that mattered. When those assumptions change, then the craft of the world changes to fit. And people reference that as like forcing things to fit. It's not. It's just things evolving over time. It was forced to fit another way back then. But it was forced to fit in a way that was like palatable to a certain group. So the forcing didn't feel like forcing. It was like, oh yeah, of course everything's for white dudes. Why would it not be? And then when it starts not to be, that's what feels forced because it's deviating away from what was assumed to be default. That's how it seems to me. That said, I do think strongly that there's like an elegant way to do it and an inelegant way to do it. And like most things, the majority of it is inelegant, because most things in this world are not elegant. When you're very good at what you do, you make good stuff, but most people aren't really good at what they do. My problem with this topic is a lot of times it's diversity for the sake of diversity, and it has nothing to the story or world building in general. Kalina, not for you, maybe, but for somebody else it might. I think that diversity for the sake of diversity does mean something to the person who's getting to enjoy that diversity for the first time. So I think statements like that are valid, but also still come from a position of like, this is like my take, which is fine. That's what the world is. It's everybody sharing their take and expressing what they want. But when I hear things like that of like, oh well, this is just diversity for diversity's sake. Like, well, yeah,
You're ready.
that has intrinsic value to somebody. It may not be you, but it is valuable to someone. And I think maybe part of that too is also, I think some of that discussion is asking people to empathize with other people that may get value out of that forced diversity. And that's a tough thing to do, right? To say like, you have to like it because other people do. I think another part of the underlying discussion is like, things have been a certain way for so long that everyone should be cool with it changing, because you've had, I say you, like white males or whatever, have had so long to just enjoy things being for them that it's like, okay, you've had it for so long, maybe just chill out, all right? Maybe just let people enjoy being represented and not have to like come up with all of these reasons why it's bad. That's also a tough thing to ask, I think. It's hard to say it's hard to push that on people. I think whenever you're telling somebody how to feel is when things get weird. And there's shades of that kind of undercutting, I think, most of discussions about diversity. Lizards who fly, thank you.
Wookiee died from toxic abuse.
Oh, logic and sensible opinions.
Poisoning the planet.
What's sensible to me is not sensible to somebody else, you know? That shit is all super relative. We're still early in the process of this, I feel like, so that's why a lot of this is inelegant. That's a good point, Abysmal Pie. And this is a concept that scares a lot of people, but if enough years go by, it won't seem forced anymore. It'll just be that's the way it is. Of course, on the deck of the ship, there's one of every kind of person represented. Star Trek has always been pretty good about that, so it just doesn't feel weird anymore. Except, I don't know, some of the stuff in Voyager was a little strong. My perspectives on this have changed recently. I was raised around mainly white people. I'm a Middle Eastern person myself. I used to think the same. I'm cool with diversity as long as it's not done for business reasons. Now having the only people that represent me being the Kardashians, I'm 100% on the side of inclusion and diversity in media, pretty much every way. Yeah. I don't feel like I have much to say on that topic, if that makes sense. I don't know. There's so much of like, I feel like for me, I cannot empathize with all sides. And I acknowledge that because white dude, I got to enjoy a lot of it. A lot of the benefits of being the...
Lead him try. You can't
Ew.
beat us. Keep calm. Just watch.
I got to enjoy seeing Cal Kestis and all sorts of other heroic types. Got to be told by numerous media stories that I was allowed to be the hero or the leader or anything like that. So I really feel like, for me, it's just getting out of the way. I'm like, yeah, I've had enough. I'm kind of cool with other people getting their time, or seeing their cultures or their people represented on camera. I think better yet, like learning about other cultures is kind of cool. This is something like one can point to all of these problems with Disney, but
Oh no.
oh no, little guy. Oh. But you do get little snippets of other world cultures through the media that they create, and they go to extreme lengths to try to make sure that they honor it. Stuff like Moana, Lilo and Stitch, you know. And Untense, thank you for the cheers. But also speaking of Disney, a vast bank of their libraries based on European folklore. White stuff. So, yeah. Seeing Ming-Na Wen in The Mandalorian is pretty damn cool. Yeah. A lot of color out there in the world. I mean that literally and figuratively. It's weird when somebody... this is a hyper reduction, and I acknowledge that. But when somebody's like, less diversity, I know that that's not what it boils down to, but... I definitely get the force thing, though. Sometimes that can... I think forcing something always leaves a bad taste. And I go back with this a lot, but like... Ava in Borderlands 3, that's not necessarily like diversity in the traditional way. I think that is still them forcing a character because it has certain hooks that they needed to be in that story or needed to be in that world, and it just doesn't fit. Like, it doesn't fit at all. It's like when all the characters are sitting around going, "Where's Poochie?" It's like, okay, you're forcing this because you need a character that you think Gen Zers are going to identify with. That's all this is. Yeah, it was the annoying teenager. So when I try to empathize with somebody who is annoyed with diversity, that's what I think about. Like, well, the way that I feel about that character is how somebody else may feel about forced diversity. Sometimes it does feel forced. I don't like Boyega, but I like Finn the character. I like Carrie Marie Tran, but I don't like Rose the character because it felt super forced, no pun intended. Diversity is brilliant so long as you don't sacrifice the quality of the end product. Donnie Yen felt like a genuine Star Wars character, so he was a great part of the cast. Nacho Cheese, I think that's a pretty great way to say it. Because, yeah, I feel the same way. Rose was not a good character. But the actress, probably fine. I don't think I've seen her in anything else. I didn't take any exception with, like, the portrayal or the casting. It was the writing of the character. And that's the other thing that muddies the situation, is when you say, I didn't like this character, and then either you feel like, or somebody actually does say, well, you just don't like that because you're sexist or whatever. I do think there's more people anticipating being called sexist and getting mad about that than it actually happens. But it does also happen sometimes. And then, like, people get into this fuzzy thing where all of these discourses are happening and people self-segregate into us versus them, when actually more nuanced discussions can happen, provided people don't just wall themselves up and start throwing rocks. And that's what happens a lot, is everybody huddles up into their own stupid little group. They're like, nah, look at those guys over there. We're right and they're wrong. Whereas, like, if people just talk to each other, they could probably drill down into the actual stuff. Sometimes, hey, it is sexism, and that sucks. But I think people react very negatively to having their maybe more legitimate... Hey, Steph. Maybe more legitimate concerns about something getting either actually misappropriated or assuming the misappropriation. It's fascinating to see those dynamics play out. Steph's back. Did you get your nails done? How them nails looking? I don't think she thinks I'm talking to her. She's watching People's Court. Okay. Here's the scary thing. Zepho has 17 out of 43 chests. That's a lot. I don't focus too much on if there is diversity in gaming. I'd rather have interesting characters regardless if their skin is a certain color or whatever they are trying to adapt. Interesting characters are what make me excited about games, and if those complement those characters, I'm sold. I think that's pretty valid. I think there are people that might militantly argue that there is value in diversity for diversity's sake, so you should support it too, but I'm not going to. I don't think I'm allowed to have that much of a stake in it. I want to see Finn and Poe bang, though. Man, doesn't everyone? Wouldn't that be great? Is there a canon gay Star Wars character? I mean, I guess Lando. He's Pan, right? What is your opinion on the Aladdin actor Mina Massoud not getting work? I don't know anything about casting, so I don't have a hot take there.
Okay, listen up. I only want to say this once.
I am listening.
Good. In case no one informed you, this is my ship and I'm the captain. A pretty good one, I might add. So, I make the rules. Rule number 1. If a stain should show, the couch is a no. Rule number 2. Without forearms to spare, stay out of the captain's chair. Number 3. If anyone's cooking, Grease will be looking. Number 4. If it gets too loud, you'll be flying in the clouds.
Grease, come on.
They rhyme. This is
I was
nice.
gonna say they'd get a stern talking to. We're about to drop out of hyperspace. Sit down.
Okay. Oh, there were gay folks in KOTOR? I think I remember that, man. Alright, I think I'm gonna swap up games soon. Had a good block of collecting those chests. I think I might be able to get all the chests and all the secrets in this game. That'd be cool. That would feel satisfying. Maybe there's a special after credit sequence if you pick everything up. I'm sure that's the case. I'm sure it is.
It's always good to give yourself a moment to think and reflect.
Yeah, man, you said it. Like your ship? Well, thank you. Is it Sonic time?
Sometimes the exhaust valve needs a bit attending to, but otherwise...
That's another like stream project I want to do every Sonic game, which is going to be tricky. I'd have to figure out how to separate that from, because like I can't do re-releases and stuff.
Now that Malicos is gone,
It's hard to believe he was ever a Jedi.
desperation.
As a white dude, I'm kind of tired of playing white dudes, to be honest. It's fun to play as a character that doesn't look like me. It's like experiencing someone else's story instead of trying to put it together, put myself into it all the time.
True.
Yeah, Febney, I kind of feel the same way, but I'm also
Your friend's here.
older and have played a lot of games.
He may no longer
So I also identify with people who feel like
she believes in.
their representation is going away.
Sometimes the exhaust valve needs a bit of attention.
If I were younger,
Otherwise,
I might have a different idea about it.
Grease is quite the expert when it comes to
If I would-
engineering.
as a white dude, I want to play as a girl with big
Problem
tits.
mantis that
Yeah.
Grease couldn't fix on the fly.
Hell yeah.
I'm just surprised.
But an empowered, strong girl with giant melons.
She was asking about my...
Big old sloppy titties.
Of course I'm gonna show her.
It's fascinating. You must teach me to be a pilot.
Whoa, one thing at a time. First maintenance, then flight lessons, maybe. I haven't committed to anything yet.
Oh, this is nice.
Don't waste time.
Look at them having a little convo.
Grease, you ready for a tour of Dathomir yet?
You're kidding, right?
He would not last long, I think.
Is there a new Bayonetta? Yeah,
listen to
Bayonetta
the
3.
right sister.
They announced it
Gonna take a hard pass
2
on that
years
one.
ago at the Game
I
Awards?
may be a gambler, but that's a risk I am not willing to take just yet.
Perhaps
Isn't
you
Lollipop
can
Chainsaw just titty combat?
Yeah.
Lollipop Chainsaw is surprisingly
Lateron?
well executed. It's not as
It's been a while since
pandery
I've been to the old stomping ground.
as you might think.
Wouldn't mind it myself.
Grease?
I really hope that kid pulls through.
Grease.
Same with Bayonetta.
Are you okay?
Oh, Cal. I was just referring to my plant. I see how that might have been confusing.
worry over your plants.
He even talks to them.
Hey, they've been through a lot. Stress may be good for building character.
I guess that wasn't what I meant. I just,
Sure, they'll pull through.
like, it pokes those
Don't
nerves.
make it.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Bring them back.
Perhaps.
I'm trying to think of the Senran Kagura games, which speaking of, somebody asked about that earlier. I don't know if there were any new developments, but like, I think Senran Kagura is probably the most titty, but also video game.
Little busy here, Cal.
They really,
Stay here. I do not need to go any further.
I second that.
Lollipop Chainsaw and Bayonetta are in the weird section of so sexual it's empowering kind of thing, not to speak for women. Yeah, I feel like the specifically with Bayonetta, like sex literally is a weapon, but it's sadomasochism, and she's always, you know, the dom, right? So she uses sexuality as a weapon, but while the camera does have elements of male gaze, it often pulls away from the most sexual things. Like when she does the big moves with her hair and she's wearing the least amount of clothing, the camera zooms way out. Like it doesn't. There are parts where it will scoop through her like poses as she's like fucking thrusting it out there, but that's more I think to highlight her expression of her sexuality rather than to titillate the viewer. Oh yeah, if there was any news, Necromancer. I'm not sure. I haven't heard anything. But then again, I also haven't. I don't have a Google alert set up or anything about it. I'm curious to know what happens there, though. Hopefully, he can continue doing the Lord's work. Because, man, Senran Kagura really does provide you an all-you-can-ogle tit buffet of every shape and size attached to any kind of lady. So it's like the AKB48 of anime titties. And on that note, I'm going to take a break. I'll probably go eat a snack or something. Come back with, I think, Shenmue 3. She's a sexual character, but not a sexualized character. Very well said. I think I agree with that. But yeah, take a break. Come back in a little bit. And again, I'll just remind you guys, all these clips that you're about to see, maybe 10 minutes or so. I think tomorrow I'm going to be doing a sub-only stream, maybe for like 3 or 4 hours. So if you enjoy the vibe of that, maybe think about subbing. Check it out tomorrow. Yeah, after 2B's outfit became available to wear in 14, a lot of interesting outfits came out of the community. The 14 community is pretty great. Pretty great. All right. I'll be back in a minute. See you guys then.